That's better. Welcome in, everyone. Yep, that's better. We are back. Alrighty. I forgot to put my background on. That's why we were on for like 2 seconds and then off again. Let me just share this out. And then we will get started. Oh, give me a second. Let me just share this out, folks, and then we will get started with some card readings. Our lovely Phoebe there. Alrighty. Okay, we are shared out. So I'm just waiting for a few people to jump on and then we will get started. Hi, Danielle, how are you? How are you doing? Oh, let me bring you up in the box. I did see your message.
Doing this or doing that. Hello, love.
Hello, my dear. What's up?
Hello. Yeah. So basically, there's a. I needed to speak to you ASAP. There's a very dangerous situation going on right now, and I'm just wondering, like, are me and my friend safe? Are her? Yeah, me and my friend safe? Are the people around us safe? Is this person going to do anything to himself tonight?
Wow.
You know my friend that you told me to go up and see. I'm with her.
Right.
And the situation's involved very bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, bless.
Yeah.
So basically, she's with you and safe at the minute.
Yeah, right now I'm not leaving, but I'm just obviously wondering, like, is tonight going to be the night where he turns up to her house, or is he going to turn up to his mum and dad's? Is there going to be any harm tonight? Because last night there was nothing, but obviously he's struggling with mental health very bad. He's in psychosis. So yeah, I know you're a medium, and I'm obviously, as you can tell, I'm really panicked in my voice because I'm very worried for all of us, if I'll be honest.
Yeah, I can understand that. Let me set the pendulum and see what the pendulum. I don't think he's going to do anything tonight. That's that's going on what I'm hearing. But let's attune the pendulum for you.
Or not even go to his mum and dad's.
Please show me yes. Okay, so back and forward is yes. Please show me no.
Yeah, she was just like your nan. She had her hair done. She was so wicked, but a beautiful woman.
That's left and right. And please show me I do not know, or I'm not sure.
Or is he actually going to, obviously I can't say to, like, you know what I'm saying, but in mental health, like, they can, yeah. Is that going to happen?
Yeah. Alrighty. So what's your friend's first name?
Her first name is Shan.
Shan.
Yeah.
All right. Is Shan going to be safe where she is tonight?
Who are you giving my name to?
Is Shan going to be safe where she is tonight?
Well, she ain't going to read me. Yeah.
Yes, she's going to be safe tonight. I'm going to ask if you are all going to be safe.
Yeah.
Is Danielle and her family also going to be safe tonight. Again, that's a yes.
And
So for tonight, at least, you're going to be okay.
okay.
What's the other half's name? First name?
Rob.
Is Rob going to be safe tonight? That's how I'm going to put it. Will Rob keep himself safe tonight? Will Rob keep himself safe tonight? Now, at the minute, it's saying it doesn't know or it's unsure. Now, that could be for several reasons. It could be that he's in two minds. It could also be that because of his state of mind, obviously.
Yeah.
All right. But what I would say at the minute, the prime importance
Yeah.
is keeping you all safe and Sean safe.
Yeah.
That is your priority.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, what other people do, including themselves, to themselves, if that makes any sense, that isn't your responsibility, nor Sean's or anybody's responsibility. That's up to them.
Okay.
Right? And if anything should or shouldn't happen, nobody is to blame other than that person. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right? But what I'm hearing from my guides is the important thing is you keep all of yourself safe.
Yeah.
That is the most...
Obviously, the question I want to know, like, obviously, that the reason why is that because, obviously, Rob's place of trauma is his mum and dad's home, which is Betty and David.
Yeah.
And that's where he goes because obviously that's where he used to live. And yeah, so I'm just wondering, he's not going to go there tonight.
Okay. I'm going to say, will Rob go to his parents tonight?
Oh, bless her.
Will Rob go to his own parents this evening? Will Rob go to his own parents this evening? Oh, at the minute, it's a no.
Okay.
So I feel that he's not going anywhere in particular tonight. I just think he's trying to sort things out in his head, is what I'm being told.
Okay, so when I go home, is Shan going to be safe?
All right. So are you at her house?
Shan's.
Yeah. When Danielle goes home, will Shan be safe?
She said I was her favourite. There was nothing she wouldn't do for me. She made me like mother.
When Danielle goes home, will Shan be safe?
I've sent you some gifts as well, sweetheart, for doing this.
Oh, you don't have to.
Oh, I appreciate you a lot.
Thank you. I didn't see the gifts because I'm busy doing this, but thank you. All right. That's saying, yes, she will be safe. But I am also hearing she maybe needs to think about place of safety for her long term.
For her long term, okay. Also, I wanted to ask just another quick question. I've been getting pregnancy symptoms, and obviously, yeah, I just want to know: am I pregnant or am I not?
I can certainly ask the pendulum. If it says it doesn't know, it's not going to say. All right. Danielle would like to know, is she currently pregnant? I thought it was going to do that just because I know my guides will not say anything about possible
Just
pregnancy.
say because of infertility, try and get your guys to try and give a little bit of an answer because I'm
Yeah.
like,
What I'm gonna, I know it's difficult with infertility, but what I'm gonna say is, well, should you give up hope? Should Danielle give up hope of conceiving? Should Danielle give up hope of conceiving a child?
say no.
No. So I think without them saying it, it's saying, I believe, if they were totally sure that nothing was going to happen, it wouldn't say no.
Yeah.
All right. So think of it as positive for the time being.
Yeah.
That's how you've got to think of it.
And my mum's rapidly become very ill with her hernia. And you were saying that she's going to be okay. I don't think she is.
Right. Has she been getting it checked out?
No.
She needs to get it checked out just to be on the safe side, to reassure herself and you.
Yeah. So I don't know why, but I've just got a feeling that she might die around Christmas because obviously randomly she's going on holidays and stuff and she's never done this before, Wisdom.
Yeah.
Never just picked up holidays, wanting to spend time with her family. She's normally gone with us all, but she's gone with literally my dad on her own and it's quite like,
Yeah. Hi, Earth Angel.
It's a bit like, well, hang on a minute. Well, you've never just gone with dad.
Yeah.
She never minds us going, but she just said just me and your dad. And it's like, wow.
It could be just a fear factor.
Yeah.
And I do feel that she's maybe just worried.
Yeah.
But she doesn't want to get it checked out in case it's bad news. Does that make sense?
I feel like it is. I've been had a very bad mindset about it for a week.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like we've all become very quite concerned about it, and I feel like it's horrible to say because it's my mum. I just feel like she's had enough.
Yeah.
It's not the fact like she doesn't want to live, but the hernia and her.
What you can do is you can give her a little bit of help from the other side by putting in a request to the Archangel Raphael, the healing angel.
Yeah.
And ask Raphael if he and other angels around him can send extra healing to your mum.
Raphael?
Yeah. Archangel Raphael.
Okay.
Our angels are always there, ready to guide and help. And he will give healing, but you need to ask him to do so. So when you're asking him for healing for your mum,
how do you spell it?
Raphael is Raphel.
Sorry, can you say it slower? I've just got ADHD.
Yep. R-A.
Yeah.
P-H.
Yeah.
A-E-L. Raphael.
Raphael. So Archangel Raphael.
Yep. If you make, just as you would do your normal prayers, but this time you're actually addressing Archangel Raphael, and just simply say, Archangel Raphael, I'm calling upon you tonight to send healing for, and then give your mum's full name.
Yeah.
Let your angel know what it is that you would like help to heal.
Is my man safe as well? Because obviously I know he has met Rob before, and that's another thing as well. Because with people being with like mental health, they normally go towards the men. I don't know why, but is he safe at home?
Yes, he's safe.
Okay.
I've just got that right in my ear. Yes, he's safe.
Right, so everyone's safe for now.
Everyone's safe for now, but long term, it may be a good idea for Shan to find protection, whether it's Women's Aid or a women's organisation.
And is he going to be better this year, or is it going to take quite a long time? Is this mental health this time worse?
I don't think it's gonna. I'm being told it's gonna take longer than a year.
Oh, bless him. Okay,
That's what I'm picking up.
so he's not going to
And
be.
I think part of that is it's acknowledging, it's the acknowledging himself that he has that, and I think
Yeah.
there's a lot of denial
Yeah,
on his end, and until he's ready to face that denial.
because I was like it as well, Lady M. With when I had mental health, I didn't want to admit it. You know,
Yeah,
people don't.
they do, and that's the thing. You know, people will say, "Oh, he'll get over it in a couple of months, or he'll get over it in a
My
few."
mum's took
No,
me to a hospital before in the worst state of mind, and because I have said I'm fine, they've let me go home because it doesn't matter who says anything. I'm the person that's got the mental health, and they see me as redeemably fit. They do send you home.
yes,
If you're honest to them, they will keep you in.
yes,
They won't listen to her
exactly,
mum. They won't listen to her dad. They've got to listen to the person that's ill.
yes,
So,
right. And until he faces up to the fact that he has got, issues that need addressing, and that he does need professional help for, it's not going to get any better. In fact, if anything, it's probably going to get worse.
do you think sectioning will be the best case scenario? Because
I can't say that at the minute because I'm not a doctor. I'm only a medium. But what I'm saying is the first step is acknowledgement.
yeah,
Is what I'm hearing.
Of knowing
First of
you're
all,
mentally
he
ill.
has to acknowledge it, and secondly, and this is a biggie, he has to actually reach out for help.
Yeah,
Right? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. He has to do that.
yeah,
You know, it's like any other addiction, whether it's drugs, whether it's alcohol, it doesn't matter, right? It's the same thing. Unless, first of all, you admit you have an issue, and secondly, you're prepared in your own mind to get help for it with all the good intentions in the world. There's not anything that anybody that is non-professional can do to help that person. They have to help themselves first and foremost.
yeah. I understand. Thank you very much, Lady M.
Oh, you're more than welcome. I'm sending you all love. And remember, have a wee word with Archangel Raphael. Honestly,
I will.
he will help.
Thank you. God bless, love and light.
Love and light to you too. And
Bye.
you know where I am. If you need me, just drop me a message.
Thank you so much.
Okie
Bye.
doke. Good night. Bye. Love to you all. Oh, bless. How are you, Earth Angel?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
How's your day been? It has been hot as hell here.
I know it's really hot.
Oh, I don't know where you. It's about what, 24 degrees here?
I think it was 27 here.
Wow. And it's still hot tonight. We've got the fans on. We've got the fans on. We've got windows. Oh, geez, you name it.
I know. It's horrible on the children too, because the children are cranky. They don't like it.
I know. I'm glad mine's are all like grown up and left the nest. I even splurged out on a slushy machine last night from TikTok Shop.
Don't blame you.
I'm like, I see them all over the place on TikTok, and I'm like, and every time I see it, it's usually when I'm roasting, and I'm like, yeah, I've got an ice cube maker and stuff like that. But you know what? I thought I'm gonna get the one that does the slushies and the ice cream.
I have that too. I
I've
haven't
got
used
the
it yet, but I'll say I'll be using it when I go home.
oh, which one did you get? I got the Z. Is it ZP ZX or
I
something?
can't pronounce it. I can't
Yeah.
pronounce it, but it's the one that it's out a while now, so it's white.
Yeah.
It begins with C, I think.
All right, it's probably a different one from me, but I just thought, do you know what? I'm just gonna get this one because it does. I think it's like 8 different things,
Well,
8
this
different.
one, it's maybe it's the same one. When I got, it's white in color. It makes
All right.
ice cream. It makes ice cream, slushies, um, milkshakes, cocktails, and something else.
Yeah. Sounds very similar to the one that I've just ordered.
Yeah.
And I thought, no, I need to order that because this heat is just unbelievable. And it's supposed to get hotter at the weekend.
Oh God. I know tomorrow's meant to get hotter, and then it's meant to get cooler after that.
I hope so. That would be typical. It'll get hotter tomorrow, and then probably the next day I'll get my slushy and it'll start getting cooler, I think.
Yeah.
Mind you. It's never a bad time to have a slushy or an ice cream.
No, well, I mean, you can always put them away anyway. Like, and bring them out in the summer.
Yeah, absolutely. And I even bought a 12-pack of the Camille ice cream, UHT ice cream, because you just pour that in and it makes your Mr. Whippy ice cream.
Oh, what do you call it again?
Camille, Kamelle, and you get.
Oh, yes.
I've just ordered 12 cartons of it, and I'm glad I did because somebody asked me about it, and I went to look at the showcase and it sold out. I thought, oh my God, I'm glad I ordered 12 at least
Oh, no,
until it.
Yeah. Sammy, this is ready, love.
So
Just turn the machine here. Oops.
so I'm looking forward to getting that.
Oh God.
Alrighty. Firstly, before we start doing cards, I have an announcement to make, folks.
Ooh.
And I know that she's not here tonight, but I do know that she watches the videos back if she's not on. So tonight, I would like to say a very, very big happy birthday to our one and only Linda.
Oh, is it her birthday today?
It's her birthday today.
Oh,
So
happy
Linda,
birthday, Linda.
so this one's for you, Linda, and anyone can join in. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Linda, you lucky thing in Lanzarote. Happy birthday to you. Yay!
Hey, happy
So
birthday, Linda.
I know that she'll be partying it tonight in lovely Lanzarote.
She went to Lanzarote, hey, and the weather's the same here as it is over there.
I know. Shh, don't tell her, she'll scream. She'll be like, ah.
Crazy, yeah.
She actually posted a photo on her Facebook page today, and she's looking absolutely amazing sitting out in the sun on a deck chair.
I can't even. Yeah. The fans are there. Oh, yeah.
So I'm really, really happy that she's. Hi, totally not full field. All right, folks. To get our reading tonight, this is what you need to do. 2 questions and answers is the family heart. 1 card and 1 question and answer is the side by side. The manifest ball is for 2 cards and 2 questions and answers. The swan is for 4 cards and 2 questions and answers. That's a mini read. Super fans and our mods get 2 cards and 2 question and answers free every time I go live when they join me on a Monday, Wednesday and Friday. And we give away 1 free card every 50k likes to 1 random person. Hi, Marianne. And thank you for the happy birthday for Linda. And we give a 1 card free reading every 50k likes. So, seeing that it is Linda's birthday today, and I know that she will be watching this live back tomorrow when it gets posted on the group on Facebook, The Road to Awakening. I'm going to do our lovely Linda first. Linda is one of our long-standing mods, and she is also a super fan. So Linda, for you, I'm going to choose the Moon card, and I'm also going to do Soul Truth for you, honey. Alrighty. So let's do the Moon card first for our lovely Linda. What a nice place to be when you've got a birthday, though. Lanzarote, in a birthday in the sun. I'm sure she'll be having a lot of mocktails and cocktails over there, let me tell you. All right. Spirit, what do we have for Linda? What does Linda need to know, please? Please tell me what Linda needs to know. Our lovely Linda. What does she need to know? Right, we're going to have to split this 3 ways. Alrighty. Let's see. Welcome in, everyone. Hi, Alana. How are you doing? Hi, Clemmy. And hi, Tilani. Hope everyone is doing well. We are doing gift readings tonight. And right now we are just doing Linda's reading. Alrighty. Let's shuffle her soul truth. Hope everyone is having a good Wednesday. Don't know about anyone else. It is hot, hot, hot here today. We have got fans on in all the rooms and windows open, and oh my gosh. Last night I was sleeping on top of the bed instead of in the bed. It was so hot. I'm sure there was many others that were doing the same. Hi Claire, how are you doing? For those that are just joining, if you would like a reading tonight, the family heart, can't get my words tonight. The family heart is for 2 questions and answers from the pendulum. The side-by-side is for 1 card and 1 question and answer from the pendulum. The manifest is for 2 cards and 2 questions and answers. And the beautiful swan, which is here, that is for a mini reading of up to 4 cards and 2 questions and answers. Super fans, they get 2 cards and 2 questions and answers free every time we go live, and they join us live. And our mods also get 2 cards and 2 question and answers free, just because they do such an amazing job reading out the comments for me and also keeping our chat safe from trolls and negative people out there. So a big shout out to the mods, as always. Without them, it wouldn't be a lovely, peaceful live that we always have. Alrighty. We also give away a free card every 50k likes. So tap, tap, tap that screen, just like so, folks, to get all those lovely little hearts going up. And when we get to 50k likes, we do give away one random card to one person chosen at random in the comments. All right, Linda, your soul truth. Where are you called to use your voice right now? Where are you called to use your voice right now? This is a really good one, because how many of us want to say something when somebody is either being disrespectful or somebody is calling us out on something and we don't want to retaliate, or we want to retaliate, but we think, no, I'll just stay silent. And we can only stay silent for a certain time, and then we have to let it out. You have a soul script that was written to be spoken. Your story matters, and it's time for you to share it with the world. Today's soul action. Share your story with at least one person today. Be brave and speak your truth. Your voice will be a catalyst for healing in others. This is crazy, Linda, that this came up for you today, because I chose a random card of the day today. And that card was all about the people that hurt us, the people that name call or talk about us behind our back, or sometimes even to our faces. And it's a really, really good instinct, or strong instinct, should I say, not so much good, but a strong instinct, to actually scream at them and give them what for. But we should never do that. Right? 2 wrongs don't make a right. But on saying that, we shouldn't put up with disrespect either. Absolutely not. Right?
Claire just became a fan club member.
Oh,
So
Claire.
congratulations for becoming a member.
Oh, she just
Welcome.
joined our... Oh, right.
Family.
Oh. Oh, she joined the Heart Me's. 20, she's number 25 in the Heart Me one. Well done, level 25. Yay. I love that. Alrighty. So, that for those that are confused about the Heart Me, there's a lot of people that do get confused about the Heart Me and the super fans. They're totally 2 different things. The Heart Me is your daily Heart Me. That's your Heart Me club. It's always free to give your Heart Me every day. So that is the free one. Then if you go to that same Heart Me and you scroll down a little bit, it has Superfan. The difference between the Heart Me Club is, as long as you keep giving your daily Heart Me every time I'm live, you go up in the rankings in the Heart Me. The Superfan is totally different. It's £9.10 a month. All right, so that's a subscription. And for that subscription, you do get 2 cards and 2 questions and answers every time I go live, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And you also get added into my Facebook group, which is The Road to Awakening, where you get to see cards of the day. You also get to see meditations. You also get to see the live readings back again. So if you ever missed your reading, for example, one of my super fans, Linda, is on holiday today, and she's also one of my mods, and it's her birthday today. So because she's on holiday, obviously she can't join in the live, but I always do a reading for her, and she loves it because she can go into the Facebook group and she can actually watch back the reading the next day. As can anyone if they go to, thank you for the rose, Marianne, as can anyone who goes to the YouTube channel as well, because I share my longer lives on the YouTube channel before I share it into the Road to Awakening. All of my Facebook groups I have a public one, which is the Wisdom of the Crone. You will find, if you go to my profile, I've got a website there, all my Facebook groups, my Instagram, everything like that is all on there. My prices for Kundalini Reiki or Yusai Reiki or private readings, which I do via Facebook Messenger. All the prices are on there, and all updated information you'll find on my website in my bio. For those that have never come across my live before, my name is Lady M. I'm a medium. I'm also a Yusai Reiki master and a Kundalini Reiki master teacher as well. I am blind, but I still have very good spiritual sight and hearing. So despite the fact of my physical vision, I'm still able, thank goodness, to do the work as a medium and a healer. So that's a little bit about me. I also make a little bit of extra on my TikTok shop. My showcase, again, is on my profile. All right, and everything that I sell on TikTok shop, all the proceeds go to get myself new aids, etc. Right now, I'm saving up for the smart glasses that read everything for you. That's what I'm hoping to get next. Alrighty, so that's a little bit about me. Okay. So, for Linda, going back to Linda's reading, if you have had something on your mind or somebody has really niggled you to the point you can't, or you feel you can't ignore it any longer because it's eating you up inside. Don't ever let somebody else's words or disrespect eat you up. When it gets to that point, absolutely speak your truth. Right? Let them know how you feel. Let them know that you don't appreciate the disrespect. Let them know, do you know what? I don't like the way that you treat me or the way that you speak with me. But do you know what? I'm going to wish you well and I'm going to walk away. But before I walk away, I just wanted you to know what you're doing is wrong. What you're saying is wrong. I've never disrespected you. So why do you feel it's right to disrespect me? Sometimes we have got to speak up and say our piece. And at the end of the day, if other people don't like it, that's on them, not you. As long as you're being truthful with yourself, right? As long as you're being honest with yourself, that is all that matters. And I know that, Linda, you are the most honest, most caring, loving person on this planet. And I know that you've been hurt so many times in the past by other people. And isn't it always the same, that it's always the good ones that get hurt? Right? Because we have a heart and we are empathic. I'm sure even Earth Angel will agree with that one. All empaths and mediums usually have their fair share of enemies. And for the most part, we just ignore it and carry on. But if we're constantly being attacked, we will say our piece and then we'll wish them well as we walk away. Never be afraid to use your voice if you need to, even if it's in work. Right? Even if you're at work, and this isn't just for Linda, this is for anyone that can resonate with this card as well. How many times are we at work and we're treated as an underdog, and we think because we're on the paycheck that's acceptable? We need to change that mindset. Before I lost my vision, I was a full-time carer looking after autistic adults, and I had got to supervisor rank. And it meant my next step up was to liaise with the managers who sat pushing a pen in the office. made the decisions for us on the floor. And most of the decisions didn't benefit the clients that I was working with. And when nobody else spoke up, I did. And let me tell you, I've had some huge fallouts and arguments with the top managers in that when I was working in that job. Why did I speak up against the manager? Because their decision impacted negatively on the actual client they were supposed to be helping. And I, doing my job as a carer for that person, felt I had the right to make sure that their needs were being met from the highest level. In the end, I got a lot of respect from the managers for speaking up against them. Some managers, not so.
Lydia Chosen wants to know how she can get a reading.
Oh, thank you. To get a reading tonight, 2 questions and answers is the family heart, and that's from the pendulum. 1 card and 1 question and answer is the side-by-side gift. The manifesting ball, that's 2 cards and 2 questions and answers. A mini reading with up to 4 cards and 2 question and answers is a swan. Super fans get 2 cards and 2 questions and answers free, as well as my mods. And we give away 1 card free every 50k likes to 1 person at random. So I hope that helps. Alrighty. So for Linda, whatever it is you've been holding on to, whatever it is that you just want to spurt out, or splurge, as I say, we all need a good splurge sometimes, right? Say your piece and then let it go, right? Let it go. Wish them well. Walk away if you need to, block them if you need to, but let it out and then let it go. You'll feel a little bit better, especially if you're speaking your truth. We should never be disrespected, no matter who they are. Your second card, Linda, is the moon card. Wow. Communication is key. Absolutely. New moon in Gemini. Oh, we have a manifest. Oh, thank you for the manifest. I'm going to put your name on the list. Earth Angel, can you read the name? Because I can't see that print. Earth Angel is my eyes when I can't see.
Yeah, it says Chosen.
Chosen, thank you. Chosen, I am going to put you on the list. You're next on the list after Linda, honey, for 2 cards and 2 questions and answers. And thank you so much for the manifest. Communication is key, Linda. All right. Again, that goes hand in hand with your soul truth card, where it's saying, you know, how can you use your voice right now? By communicating, using your voice. Let them know how you feel. Let them know, especially if they are disrespecting you, or especially if it's an injustice. Thank you for the heart me. Especially if it's an injustice. Speak your truth. Absolutely speak your truth. It's funny that on my card of the day, which is on my profile, the card of the day was all about those that do us wrong. Wagging tongues, and we've all dealt with them at one point. Those that come as a friend and stab you in the back or chat behind your back. And it gets back to you. And yeah, it hurts, right? It hurts that they're telling lies about you or they're telling untruths about you. And you know that it is absolute rubbish that they are spouting. But here's the thing. The fact that you know it is rubbish and lies and deceit, that's good enough. Right? Let them talk. They're going to talk anyway because you're a good person. Right? They're going to talk because you're doing something right. They're going to talk because you are rising and they are stuck where they are. A good person will never, ever talk about you behind your back. The ones that talk about you behind your back or twist the truth behind your back are usually the ones that aren't happy in their own lives. But rather than actually take some time out and do shadow work on themselves, they prefer to project their own unhappiness onto other people in the hope that it's going to make them feel better, that they're not the only one that is feeling bad right now. Rightly or wrongly, they project their hurt onto others rather than actually taking a step back from society or from the world and saying, okay, the issue is not them, the issue is me. How am I going to make myself a better person? And that's not Linda's responsibility or my responsibility or anybody's responsibility for the ones that talk about us behind our back. We're not responsible for somebody else's words, thoughts and actions. We're only really responsible for our own words, thoughts and actions. And as long as we keep those words, thoughts and actions with love, truth, honesty and integrity, then we're doing things right. And we won't have any regrets in the future. So, Linda, speak your truth. If something is niggling at you and you just need to say it, say it. Better out than in. Let them know how you feel. And once you've done that, then you have several options. You can hope that they'll stop mistreating you or stop disrespecting you and that things will work out. Or you can simply wish them well in life and walk away. And if it's on social media, you can also block. There are so many options that you have. But don't let it get to the point where you are struggling to actually feel like you can't say something, but it's hurting. Absolutely you can. Right? It's called freedom of speech. And every human person on this planet has that right to have freedom of speech. The powers that be may argue differently. But let me tell you, I have never shied away from speaking my truth, even to the very powers that be that try and tell us not to. If there's a human law to be broken because I don't feel it's right, I will break it. Because I don't follow any man-made rules. I follow my heart. I follow my intuition. I follow that inner knowing of what's right and what's wrong. Most importantly, I stay in my own lane and I do the work that I have to do. I come on here Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays and I do readings for those that need a reading. I do private readings off the app. I do private healing off the app. And now from this week on a Saturday night, I also do meditations or free Kundalini Reiki for those that need healing, because that is what I do. So Linda, I hope when you get to watch this back tomorrow in sunny Lanzarote, it has meaning for you. No more bottling things up, right? When you get home from that lovely holiday, whatever or whoever has been niggling you to the point you just need to splurge, Now is your time to splurge, let it out, and take it from there. I'm sending you lots of love. And again, a very happy birthday in sunny Lanzarote. We miss you and we can't wait till you come back again. Alrighty. Thank you for the community hearts. Thank you, Earth Angel. Alrighty. So next on my readings list is our lovely Chosen. Now, Chosen, would you like to come up in the box to get your reading, or do you want to stay in the comments? We always give people a choice to come up in the box rather than type their answers, but some people are camera shy and just prefer to be in the comments. It's entirely up to you. All right, here she comes.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, I don't mind coming in the box, but is it okay if I keep my camera off because I'm
course.
sweating and I don't
No,
really.
of course.
Thank you.
No, we never ask people to put their cameras on if they don't want to.
Oh, thank you.
That's why Earth Angel doesn't have her camera on either.
I don't blame her. It's too hot today.
She's probably sweating as well. I was doing TikTok shop videos today, and I'm like, every video I had to stop and like get a cool drink and then get
I know.
a damp.
I feel like no matter how much you drink, you just, it's this weather, isn't it? British summer.
I say it's good for TikTok shop though, because I'll tell you, last night I was that hot. We had fans going on in the living room and everything. I actually splurged out and actually ordered myself a slushy ice cream machine, and I'm like, oh.
Oh, they actually look good. I've seen them on here actually.
Yeah.
I thought about getting myself one of them.
Yeah, well, I've been eyeing them up for a while, and then the one that I've got in my showcase, it's on the actual summer sale, and I'm like, right, okay, Lady M, now or never, grab it or leave it.
Oh, I do love a slushy though. They cool you down as well, don't they?
Oh, they absolutely do.
Oh, I love the blue ones. They're nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
probably not good for you though, the sugar, but I do love a bit of sugar. I can't lie.
I know. Well, the one that I've got, you can actually just put any fizzy pop or any fizzy juice straight into it, and it'll make.
Oh no way! That's really clever.
Yeah. So
that's clever.
like because I'm in Scotland, I can put my bottle of Iron Brew in there and have an Iron Brew slushy.
Oh, I do like an Iron Brew.
Yeah. Well, you can make a slushy.
But I feel like it's changed and it's not as sweet as it used to be. They've taken something out of it, and I feel like that with Ribena as well.
Yeah.
Ribena's not like it used to be.
Yeah. Do you notice as well that the fizzy juices like the Iron Brews and the Ribenas, there's not much fizz in them either. It goes flat very easily.
Yeah, I feel like it's artificial. Everything's sort of like artificial sugar now, isn't it? It's what's it called? Aspartame.
Yeah.
It dumbs down the pineal gland, doesn't it? A little bit.
Yeah.
I try and stay away from sugar-free drinks because someone told me that it's actually better for you to drink full fat and like full sugar drinks because the artificial sugar's worse for you.
Yes, it is. The artificial has a chemical in it that, although it takes out the sweetness and gives you the artificial sweetener, etc., it's not good for the body.
No,
it really isn't. So I avoid
I feel like we're constantly surrounded by delicious things that are often sort of disguised in packaging, and it's all sort of like subliminal and
Yep.
Well,
even if you get your meats and things, right?
I try to go organic if I can.
Yeah, organic meats are the way to go, because see, if you don't, you can buy.
I'd rather pay the extra, I think, to get that, even if it's probably the difference is not that much from a normal chicken to an organic one. You're probably about £2 difference, so what's I don't know why people don't.
Yeah and it's when you hear the horror stories, especially about those imported ones where they inject it with
that's what makes me think. I think every time I'm struggling to, as I'm getting older, I think it's a spiritual ascension thing. I'm not sure if it's because I'm on my spiritual path. I can't touch meat anymore. I find it repulsive. I feel the pain, and the journey of that chicken, it's like it's something spiritual. Definitely, as I've got older, I've become more aware of what I'm eating.
Yeah.
It's one of the
I,
last
I, I'm
sort.
I'm like that with medication and things like
I
that.
don't
I
take
will
anything.
I will not go
I
to the
don't take even
pharmacy.
paracetamol when I'm ill.
Nope.
Yeah. Like I'll
I
fight the illness or the cold. If I've got a high temperature, I will take a couple of paracetamol to lower my temperature if it's really bad. But I mean, I
yeah,
don't get ill that much, maybe once, twice a year. So luckily, touch wood, you know.
I'm like that. I'm like that. And if I do take supplements, I always make sure that it's a natural herbal supplement.
Yeah, herbal remedies. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of
So
books on that. I do collect a lot of books on stuff that I don't get around to reading much. I sort of flicker through like my books, but I've got a lot of herbal remedy and sort of herbal occultism as well. I'm into. I've got quite a lot of books from the 70s that my uncle, my granddad left me on sort of Celtic occultism, and
I love that.
it's so interesting. I'm so interested in that at the minute. You know, I'm right into that. As I'm getting older, I mean, I love biblical history as well and spiritual history in the Bible as well. You know, and it's crazy because I've always been like this since I was a child.
Yeah.
I've always
Yeah.
had that, you know,
Yeah.
gift. I
Yeah.
would say it's a gift,
It is a
multiple
gift.
gifts.
Yes.
This is why I've done this, because I'd like to ask you a couple of questions when I get to that
Yeah.
bit. Because I'm on a journey and I feel guidance and, like, as your name, wisdom, why I stayed in the live from as well older women that are on the journey and probably been on the journey a lot longer than me.
Yeah.
I find that's priceless to me. Do you get what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. And this is why I'm an old soul.
Mm,
I'm a traditional witch, but I'm a very old soul that's had many past lives.
mm-hmm.
Um, and I just, although I dabble with books, I have a look at the books and stuff. I usually find that when I start the first chapter and think, I already know this. What the hell am I
I
reading
know.
this for?
I know
Right?
that the
It's
knowledge
just,
comes from a higher channel, and the thing is, I'm not a great reader. I feel like I maybe suffer with a bit of dyslexia or something like that. But the knowledge and the the deep knowing of how I understand things and how the universe works and how I work and what it all means and the purpose of life and the purpose of everything, and I could go so deep into it.
yeah,
I don't read anything. So where
yeah,
is this coming from?
yeah,
I
yeah,
know it could be coming from a higher power, but I've never physically seen anything with my eyes. But I have had physical visions, things happening to me that are physical. And I've
yes,
seen one person that has died that I didn't know was dead, but he looked alive. And then I get things like smoke. So I see smoke. Usually when I'm praying to God, I see the trickle of like a pillar of smoke. It looks like the end of
yeah,
a cigarette smoke, a little bit.
yeah, yeah,
Normally when I'm angry or I'm upset or sad, like a deep sad hurt sort of feeling, and my palms of my hands, they throb,
yeah,
and the pain goes all the way up to my arm into my shoulder. And I've had a look online and different stuff like that, and it's very interesting. It's all part of your nervous system and your chakra, and it's crazy. The things that I've seen in my life, I could go on and on and on about it all night with things that I've seen, that I've spoken to. I don't follow a religion. I don't label
not
myself as a
neither.
witch, but I accept if someone said to me, you have gifts, you're clairvoyant, you're this, you're that. But I just don't like to label myself.
No,
I'm very against that.
yeah,
I feel like I'm against everything that's
yeah.
society.
I mean, I'm a traditional witch, and
Mm,
a lot of modern society poo the traditional witch because it's not modern. It's
they've
not.
demonized it though, haven't they,
Yeah,
as well?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, oh, well, you're not Wiccan,
No.
and I once went into a chat and it was absolutely crazy because I spoke to a lady and she's saying, oh, what culture do you or what interests or what's your belief system? And I says, well, I'm an old soul first and foremost, because that came before the witch in this lifetime. I says, but as far as the witch, I'm a traditional witch, and I'm an old crone. And she says, well, I'm a high priestess. So, in my opinion, I'm higher than you, so you should bow down to me and all the rest of it. And at which point I went, okay, yeah, okay, all right. And I says, okay, well, let me just address that. The higher priestess is from the Wiccan belief.
See, I don't really know much about sort of. I've had a little look into different types of witches and what they can mean, and sort of I can relate to purple witch. I can relate to green witch because I love nature and I love animals and I love anything to do with flowers and just anything that's like that, nature.
Whereas all of these terms, your green witch, your head witch,
But I'm
your
also
purple
quite
witch,
dark.
your
I can
Wiccan.
be quite dark and I have anger inside of me, a temper, and I try to control it as much as I possibly can. And I've learnt to do that as I've got older. And I think a lot of it's hormonal as well. And to do with my gifts, it's not a great combination to do. I'm also Rh negative blood, and I'm a Romany gypsy. So I haven't got much of a chance at hiding my gifts from the world.
Much respect to the Romany gypsies.
Yeah.
I love the
So it's
Romany
cultural
gypsies.
as well. The gift's been passed on, and I've got wizards in my family. My granddad was part of a cult, a very old ancient cult, and my granddad's brother, classes himself as a wizard. He makes wizard sticks and wands, and he's very mystical, and that's sort of what I come from, that culture. That I've just never really accepted my gifts and done anything with them. I just feel like I'm sort of floating through life, so gifted, and I'm ignoring my gifts and I can't talk to anyone about it, and I'm a bit embarrassed about it, and I worry that people think I'm crazy, and
you know what? Never worry about what
there's
anybody
no one I
else
can
thinks.
talk to about it, not even family. It's something that I say I talk to God a lot, or whatever created all of this, or whatever is in control, and I talk to him often, and I ask him, why have you given me these gifts if I can't share it and I can't talk to people? Because what can I physically do with it in a society and culture, and even just friend groups? I feel like it's a hard one. It's a blessing and a curse. This is
one of the reasons when I started my superfan thing on here. I decided on my Facebook group I would do the Path to Awakening, and it wasn't just for the superfans. A lot of the superfans that, like yourself, that are stuck in limbo, really. Because none of the rest of the world understands.
No, they don't.
Right, the rest of the world doesn't understand them.
No,
but yet we're in a catch-22 situation as well, because we can't. There's a lot of things we can't.
You can try and fit in, I feel. But I feel like with my whole life, even as a young girl in school, nobody wanted to pair up with me or be friends with me that much. I don't know if it's envy or something. There was something about me that people didn't like. Friend groups, socially, just everything. It's always been. I've always been a black sheep. I've always been the one to speak up and argue and fight and punch and row and get real angry. That's how I'm explosive anger sometimes,
Yes.
I feel that's because I had a traumatic event happen to me 10 years ago, and the grief, it's increased my spiritual gifts, my dreaming, my astral traveling, voices that I'm hearing at night time, mostly things I see in the sky, celestial beings, light orbs, all of it. I've actually had it rain on me indoors before. I put my hand out and it was raining on my hand, and then it stopped, and out of curiosity I licked the rain because I thought, what the fuck, where's that coming from? I licked it and it was salty. What the hell is that? Do you get what I mean? No one can explain this. Once I was walking through a meadow when I was a child, and it led all around the back of my house. It was 52 acres of fields. There was all wild horses and there were cows, and I used to spend a lot of time over there. and I'm walking through on the way back, and I look to my right, and there was a huge 7 or 8 foot wide witch's cauldron, a black metal witch's cauldron with all brambles growing out of it. And I remember seeing it, and I thought I got close to it, but I didn't want to touch it. Something was saying to me, "Don't touch it," right? Like
Yeah.
it was like a portal or some shit, right? And then I ran all the way home, and I got to my back gate. My mum was stood there. She said, "Come in, I'm worried about you. What, you've been out there for ages." I said, "Mum, please come and see this witch's cauldron." She said, "Well, there was old barns over there years ago," she said, "and cows and stuff like that." And she said, "It could just be like that, like a bit of metal something." And I took her back to the exact spot. I knew it like the back of my hand, these fields. And it was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then another thing happened to me when I was about 13. We just moved into a new house. I was sharing a bedroom with my sister. I woke up, I was off the bed, but I couldn't get back on down onto the bed. And I'm looking at my sister in the bed, and I was awake. I was not asleep. And I couldn't
Nope.
get back onto the bed. And the sky was planets swishing around, and around the planets was water, right? And then in my ears was just screaming, like thousands and thousands of voices at once, just in terror, like,
You were astral traveling to different realms.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
I do
And
that.
I
I
feel
do that
like
often.
now I can go through walls. As I've got older, I can go through walls now, and it hurts my skin, and it wakes me up.
Mm-hmm.
The feet hurts. Like I'll sit on the edge of the bed, and my skin hurts for a couple of seconds after, and then it goes. And I've just managed to get above my town, and fly high enough to see it, visualize it more, and then fly, because it took me 20 years to be able to fly properly and go to places that I want to go to in my dreams, and unfinished business, and meeting people that have died and things like that. That's sort of what I search for in my dreams, is usually,
Yeah. Always make sure though, when you are even in dream time, especially when you're flying, always visualize a cord. All right. And attach that cord. Visualize yourself attaching that. I visualize a golden cord because it's golden light. So in dream time, I visualize attaching that golden cord to my heart chakra.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other part of the cord I hold in my hand, so that when I'm astral traveling, wherever I go, I always make sure that that cord is firmly in my hand. Because the more that you start to astral travel, the higher.
I've been above the planet before.
Yeah. Right. You will get to a point with your astral travel where you will go into not just above the planet, but...
Yeah, I'm too scared to go that high, though. And as soon as I start going higher, I wake myself up. It's like a fear thing, definitely.
Yeah. And it's probably because your guides are saying, no, you can't go any higher.
I've got someone that comes
you've not
to
got
me
attached.
when I'm high up. I don't know if it's hallucinatory when you're dreaming. You create...
That'll be your guide.
You create someone, but he's in an armor, silver armor, and he's got wings. This man, huge, the huge thing. But he comes to me and he carries me if I can't go any further. If I get tired in the dream, and then I wake up, But most of the time, it's always someone in with sort of like scaly, like but he's like a bird, but scaly, like with armor on. That's how I can describe this thing. I never see his face, but he looks quite handsome. But I never see his face ever. And then I seen another big man in my dream that came to me, and I was screaming like "forgive me" to him, and I was saying, I don't know why I was saying that to him.
Yeah,
I remember all of my dreams as well.
Yeah. Always keep your dream journal, because when you start chaptering your dream journals and stuff, each dream is fragmented. And if you don't keep a dream journal, you lose the actual meaning because you've lost a fragment. It's like looking at a book, and you read chapter 1 and 2, and then you skip to the last one, and you think...
Well, like I remember all of them as well. Even like ones that I have every night. Like a lot of people don't get this, or they say, "Oh, I don't even dream. I barely dream." And I'm like, what? Like, I can I can fall asleep for 10 minutes and have like a full blown
Yeah.
like projection. Like, I could see myself laying on the sofa, like I know I'm asleep. And then in the dream, I'm saying to the things around me, I know I'm dreaming right now. So I don't believe you, or you don't scare me, you know? It's like I know I'm dreaming. So the things that are trying to scare me in my nightmares, if I do have nightmares, which is very rare.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, once or twice a year, I have a
Hi,
really scary
Cushy.
nightmare.
Yeah.
It's funny, isn't it, how your brain
Yeah.
works? I find it
Yeah.
fascinating.
Well, certainly, I know that in the my superfans group, because we're going through this huge earthly split just now from 3D to 5D, and a lot of people are either wanting to know more about it, or they're afraid of it because they don't understand it.
Yeah, that's a lot
Right.
of people I meet.
Yeah, right.
They're like,
They
oh,
don't
shut up, stop going on about that stuff.
Yeah,
Don't worry
we
about
don't-
it. And I'm like, what? How can you not worry? How can your brain not just think about stuff like that?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. They don't understand it. So a lot of my super fans that become super fans is because they do want to know. They do want to know. Okay, what is this? What should we expect? Is what I'm thinking? Is what I'm feeling? Is what I'm sensing real?
Something's going to happen, and I've been saying it for over a decade. I thought I was a lot into the old ancient Mayan civilization predictions about the 2012, and I was terrified that the world would end in 2012. And me and my mum was even contemplating buying scuba diving kits, right? Because we thought the earth would flood, because our depictions of the Mayan calendar was that it's going to be a flood. But afterwards we realized it was the flood represented new beginning and a new cleanse, a purification. I think it meant something else. It was a new era, the
Yes.
2012. Don't you think everything changed after that year?
Yes,
So much
it did.
with artificial intelligence and
And a
cars
lot of people that are awakening, like yourself, this year particularly. And I don't know if Earth Angel has felt the same, but whereas before we could walk down the street and you would have good people and you'd have the bad people on one side, and you knew which was what, and there was a lot more bad than
can't
there
tell
was
now,
good.
can you?
Right now, it's like, why am I just seeing the good? Where did the bad go? Where did they go? They didn't go anywhere. We did. We did. Right? We were segregated from that. Right?
I don't see anybody anymore. I avoid. I don't know if it's an isolation, a part of spiritual growth.
Yes.
But I isolate a lot. I avoid humans at all expenses. I do not trust them. I find them very untrustworthy and envious and sort of like misleading, that they're not authentic anymore. I don't find people, just be authentic, be real with me, you know? Tell me the
Yes.
truth, even if it's going to hurt me. That's how I feel, you know?
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
I love people that are just straight up and honest. And I
Yeah.
find that I can't find authentic people anymore in this world that are true and loving and put their arm around you and say, it's all right, don't worry, like, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Kind and forgiving, and there's nothing like that anymore. It's very rare to find people like that.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, if you're ever interested, I know. Let's read your cards
Yeah,
first.
let's see my cards. We've had a good chat though, that's good.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
your cards first.
Yeah.
And are you on Facebook?
I am, yeah.
All right. Let me do your cards first, and then I'm gonna offer you something, and you can say yes or you can say no.
Okay. All right then.
All right.
Thank
So you can have 2 cards and 2 questions and answers. So the cards that you can choose from are Moon cards, Soul Truth, What's the Tea, The Witch's Way Home, Soul Contract, or Messages from the Universe. Any 2.
I'd say Messages from the Universe and A Witch's Way Home.
Okay. Good choice.
Yeah.
They're all good cards, but I feel that you'll find the answers
I
to
trust
what
it.
you're. Oh,
Ooh.
and we have flying cards already.
Ooh.
And where did that one go? Oh, there it is.
Ooh, whatever one that was, you never know. That might be the lucky one.
That might be, well, it usually is. My spirit guides usually chuck them on the floor. They make me work for them, let me tell you. I did a reading once, and it wasn't just they chucked it on the floor. It was like way at the other side of the room.
Oh, God, yeah, they do have a little
And I'm
fly
like,
about, don't they? They say it's lucky, though, if it does. So sometimes it could be bad and good. You never know.
yeah. I always say if it falls out, it's meant. Okay, so let's do The Witch's Way Home and see. I'm going to do it over the table this time. No fly, at least if it flies. It's got a 50-50 chance of hitting the table. Oh, well, maybe it was a 50-50 chance the other way around then.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. Even over the table.
Sorry. I'm making you sweat for it.
No.
I think any little tiny physical activity in this weather, it's like, poor bloody hell, is that sweat bead just come off my head?
Yeah.
Isn't it though? It's so hot.
Well, you've actually got 4 cards because they've gave you 3 witches cards. And I'm not arguing with them.
Okay. 3's my lucky number anyway, so or 7.
That's probably why they threw 3 out of the deck. Alrighty, let's start with your messages from the universe. Of course you will make mistakes, but the biggest one would be not to try. You have nothing to lose. This thing you have been thinking about for a long time, just go for it. Okay. Better an oops than a what if. Remember that your guides, your angels, universal beings are there supporting you. Right? And a lot of the time you think about doing things and you're like, oh, better not. What will people think if I do that? They will think I've lost my bloody mind, right? So then you start to err on the side of caution. I'll just keep that to myself, and then maybe when I feel right about it, I'll start that another time. And
I feel that's me as well, yeah.
Right, because you're like, it's almost like
I'm a procrastinator terribly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But do you know, as this card says, better to try and do it brave than not to try it at all and then regret it later.
And that's what I've been trying to lose weight. So, you know, and that's one I've been saying I want to do it, get healthy before I'm 40, you know. So there you go. And I've been putting it off, but it's something I've never really fully tried and actually done. Loved myself.
Yep.
Do you get what I mean?
Yep. Yes, exactly. And part of upgrading, part of going to the 5-dimension side of it, with awakening side of it, is realizing that when you start ascending to that 5th dimension, you start realizing, I don't give a fucking flying fuck what other people think.
Yeah. Right, I know, I'm starting to get like because that now.
Right? I don't know. Are you the same, Earth Angel? Are you the same? You get to that stage where you just don't give a monkeys.
I don't care what anyone thinks of me anymore. No.
Yeah, sorry, I dropped the phone. I went down to the other end and dropped the beauty phone on the floor.
Oh, bless. But are you the same?
I'm probably boring you. I talk too much. I know that. I feel like I just reflect a lot.
Oh, no, not at all.
I'm quite a reflector.
Hi, Tracy Darling Dowes. Welcome in. Thank you for requesting the box, but we only put people in the box when they're getting the reading. All right. For those that have just joined, to get a reading tonight, the family heart is for 2 questions and answers from the dowser. The side-by-side is for 1 card and 1 question and answer from the dowser. The manifesting ball is for 2 cards and 2 questions and answers from the dowser. The swan is a mini lead of up to 4 cards and 2 questions and answers. When you become a super fan, which is a little bit different from the Heart Me fan club, the super fan, you pay £9.10 a month. You get 2 cards and 2 question and answers free every time I'm live on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday doing card readings. We also give away 1 card free reading to 1 lucky person in the comments when we get to 50k likes. That's how you get a reading today. But going back to yourself, if there is something that is calling you, or I want to do this, no more second guessing, just do it, right? Because it's not an accident that you're doing it, right? Your guides are guiding you, your spiritual angels, the universe, right? Universal beings, right? Because there's more to life than human beings in this world, right? You've got reptilian, UFO ones, you've got, there is different planets, different organisms, etc. But we're all connected. We're not just connected to Mother Earth, we're connected to all that is the universe. And we are guided by a lot of universal beings as well as our guides and our spirit animal guides, etc. So this card is saying, if there's something that you are called to do, or even something that you're called to say it.
Yeah.
Stop worrying about whether it's gonna hurt somebody or anger somebody or whatever. Because at the end of the day, if there's something that you need to be said, better to speak it, so people know where they stand with you. It doesn't matter whether they understand where you're coming from. It doesn't matter if they don't understand what you're doing or what you're saying, etc. That's on them, not you, right? At the end of the day, we're here to wake as many people up as we can on this earth before this big, huge change happens. Sadly, we can't make everybody wake up. We can't. And it's not our job. It is our job to speak truth. It is our job, when we are younger in this world, to experience everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly, in order to heal. It's what makes us good healers, right? So most people who are on the 5D like yourself have probably gone through some kind of trauma in their life. They've probably, as you said, they've probably had tempers and they've just exploded. And through, like in my younger years, I actually picked up my brother and threw him across the living room, and he landed on my mother's table and broke the table. Right?
Funny, but it's not funny, you know. Yeah. Because you look back at your behaviour, like sometimes it's unrecognisable, because I've got such a nurturing, kind, gentle side, but it's like the other side to me is fierce and strong and protective,
and we have to be.
Of myself.
We have to be. We have to, light workers, a lot of people are under the illusion that light workers or starseeds are 100% pure light. We're not.
No, we're
we
not.
Can't be.
No.
We can't be.
No, because I feel like everything's dark and light, isn't it? Because I do sometimes, I'll be driving down the road and someone will piss me off. I'll be like, oh, I'd love to just get out the window and just bloody strangle you. You know what I mean? Evil, it is dark energy. That is the dark side to me, because I feel like I'm a strong woman, and I feel like sometimes it can come across aggressive to some people when I don't know, it's sort of like, I'm working on it as I'm getting older to become more gentle and soft. So I want to be gentle and soft, but sometimes I feel like I was like I'd walk into a room as a young girl and I'd be the loudest, the funniest, the because that was my front, that was my way of covering up that I was actually quite a deep, unique,
Yeah.
knowing girl, but everyone else
Yes.
was so brainwashed. I just felt like I had the most energy out of every, if you get what I mean. I was sort
Yes.
of energetic compared to everyone else.
Yes. And this is where this card is saying, doesn't matter what you do, right? Because whether you do good, you know, whether you're gonna make a big oopsie or not, you're always guided and you're always protected. And we will, from time to time, take the wrong turning or take the wrong route. But even when
I
that
did that a
happens,
lot when I was a lot younger. You know, you try a bit of weed, you know, you drink and you try drugs, and you know, I went through that stage a long time ago.
yeah,
But you know, now it's sort of more health, and you know, that's sort
yes,
of at the stage I'm at now. I want to lose the weight and I want to put the good food into my body, because nutrition, as I've got older, has become important to me.
yes,
I never cared about that much before. You know, I'd have 2 or 3
no,
sugars in my tea and half a pack of custard creams, and I had no control over my food. And do you get what I mean? A gluttony, isn't it?
yes,
It's a sin, isn't it? You
yes,
know,
yeah. Yeah,
it's
we crave all the wrong things, and it's because society put it on a plate to you, right? It's like, yeah,
sometimes I feel like, hold on a minute, if I'm so spiritual, I've got these gifts. Why are you allowing me to neglect my body the way that I have in the past, and eating and overeating? And you know, I love, like you know, fizzy drinks. I love Coca-Cola, you know. So it's like I look at some people and they're so healthy, and I do envy that a little bit, because I do prefer the cream cake or the crisps or whatever,
yeah.
you know. Do you get what I mean?
But you know, that's like me. I'm like, well, you know, people are saying to me, "Well, go sugar-free drinks." No,
It's
I would
worse for
rather
you.
go. I would rather go full fat, thank you
Fat,
very
yeah.
much, than
Yeah.
sugar-free, because the sugar-free is actually worse for you
Mm.
than the actual sugar. It's not
And
sugar that
I
does
look
you
at
any
someone
harm.
like my great grandmother, who was 100 when she died, and she drank whiskey and lemonade every day and lived off sausage rolls, right? Woman didn't eat anything. She was the size of a sparrow, and she lived off whiskey. And she lived till she was 100, and she smoked 20 cigarettes a day.
Yes,
And she used to walk up the shop and get her groceries at 90 odd years old, you know. So I think it's just, it's heart, it's in your heart, isn't it?
it's in your heart. You start as you get older. When you get to my age, and this, I mean, I'm 61. And when you get to my age, in this world, and obviously in past lives as well, you start rejecting the foods that are bad.
Mm,
I wouldn't drink bottled water, and I wouldn't drink tap water
mm,
unless it was boiled.
mm.
And then I spent over £200 on a watering machine
Oh yeah,
because I felt
Kango
so bad
machine,
about
yeah.
it.
Mm.
And the watering machine was the best investment that I have ever had, because I don't have the brain fog. And when you realise what's in tap
I think
water,
it's the alkaline levels, isn't it, and stuff like that. Yeah, but my uncle lives next door to me on the site that we're on, and he's right into all this sort of stuff. But he's got a Kangon machine, and he brings it to me in glass bottles, big glass bottles, and it tastes so much better than the bottled water. So
yeah,
much better
yeah,
and cleaner.
yes, yeah. I have
Doesn't
the
taste like
watering.
bleach, I
No,
find.
no. When you think about what's in the tap water, you've got traces of arsenic.
Ugh,
Yep. You've also got chlorine,
this is what I'm saying. This is what you're drinking.
right?
People think they're drinking water, they're not.
Right? And sometimes, how many of us pour the cold water tap, and you think, why does that smell like a swimming pool?
Yeah.
Right?
Why does it smell like copper? But
Yeah.
sometimes I can
Or
smell metally sort of smell in the
yeah,
water.
yeah.
Yeah.
When you think about it, that tap water is sitting in rusted old
Pipes.
pipes
Ugh.
before it even gets out to you, right?
Crazy,
You're
isn't it?
also thinking that
But
in that
hold on, they
water
stole the
system,
water and they're selling it back to us. They chop
yes,
the trees down and sell them back to us. They
yes.
steal the fruit and sell them back to us. And we're buying into it. This is
Yes.
another thing.
Oh, your mic's gone a wee bit dull.
Yeah, it's just crazy, isn't
Oh,
it?
there we. Yeah. But yeah, and that's why I looked at many different filtering machines, and the one that I chose was the Watery one because it has a filter in there that takes 99.9% of the crap that's in your tap water out, and even the plastics, etc. And then it also has a second filter that gives you minerals in that water. So as that tap water is filtering through the two systems, it's taking all the crap out of it and it's replacing pure water that's left with minerals.
I need a water machine.
Yeah. And once I tried it for the first couple of, I could drink water now, no problem. It tastes amazing. I even make my ice cubes with it, etc. My parrot prefers the filtered water than the tap water.
My cats are like that. My cats won't drink tap water, they only drink bottled water.
Yeah.
So it costs me a fortune.
Yeah. And what people don't realise with the bottled water is you're also inhaling or you're intaking microplastics.
I know. If you think into it, if I try to drink out of glass, like ceramic, like ceramic cups and stuff like that, instead of plastic cups, and if I do buy a bottle, because I do love lemon Fanta and I love Coca-Cola, and if I drink lemon Fanta or Coke, I'll pour it into a glass because I prefer it in the glass out of a bottle or a can,
Yes,
because metals
absolutely.
are bad for you as well, aren't they? And I love tuna, and that's really bad for you.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Tuna is better if you get tuna fresh that's not in a tin.
I don't like it though. I don't like proper tuna. I only like the cheap stuff.
Yeah. But this is all part and parcel of the awakening. And on a Saturday,
becoming aware of things, innit? I never cared before. I never even thought about it.
Yeah. And on a Saturday, we're going to sort of do different topics on a Saturday night live. So we'll have like Kundalini Reiki, which clears all your chakras and gives you a little bit of awakening. We're going to do guided meditations. My guided meditations are completely different to what you would normally think a guided meditation would be, but they do work. But we're also going to be discussing topics like awakening, the split world, what to expect and what not to expect. So that's all coming. And we're also going to be doing,
interested in that, yeah.
Yeah, we're also going to be doing a lot of that in the Road to Awakening Facebook group as well. It's going to be a lot of things. It's going to be Schumann resonance in there that you can come in and just sit just for 5 minutes a day and get the resonance that you need. So we're going to do lots of things preparing for that awakening. So my friend Linda, she's already signed up to that one because she's the same as me. She's been going through all of these and so much more, and wants to really know more about it and how to prepare for these changes, etc. So and I feel that I've always been told since I was a child this was my calling. It was to bring the truth to those that wanted to hear it. That's why I never jump in anybody's DMs. That's why I never advertise now my lives. I just show up because people find me, not the other way around.
Yeah, of course. If it was the right people will come to you who need you.
Yes.
I feel like because the existence of us and this conversation that we're having just right now in this moment that's only going to be once in our life, I just find that there's something about life it's magical, isn't it? Just the
Yes.
existence of us right now having a conversation, you know, that right there, it's we're only going to be me and you once, I
Yes.
assume,
Yes.
in this realm anyway. And I
Yes.
just feel that there's a meaning to everything, you know, and
Well,
I do also feel like we're trapped here. I feel there's something that's telling me I don't belong here, and it's
No, you
something
don't belong
from
here.
somewhere else.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. I
You are
feel like
from-
I'm trapped here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're temporarily trapped here.
Mm.
We're not actually trapped here. We chose to be here, believe it or not. Because way before we were born,
Learning something, yeah.
yeah, long before we were born, we signed a soul contract. We were given choices, and of which contract that we needed to choose. And for example, it could be you could choose a life on Mars, you could choose a life on Venus, you could choose a life on Earth. And then whichever planet you wanted to choose, you also choose what you wanted to do on that planet. Did you want to be on a third dimension and live as somebody that is low vibration, or are you prepared to go into battle? Right? I knew from a very early age my life was going to be going into battle. Just because I'd lived many lifetimes before and been through, and I somehow seemed to pick the same sort of contract. And it's kind of like, yeah, well, because of what I went through in the past, you're going to be a teacher. I remember when I was younger, one of my main guides, which is my great grandmother, who was a Romani gypsy, and I never met her. She was in the 1800s. But she said, you know what? She says, Lady M, you are going to be a teacher. You're going to be a guide. You're going to guide many light workers to where they need to be when they need to be there. And you're going to be talking in front of hundreds, maybe even thousands of people.
I hope so.
And I remembered saying to my guide at the time, are you fucking for real? That's not, you want me to stand in front of 1,000 people, me who don't say boo to a goose, and you want me to go and guide people in
Big
the
responsibility. It feels like that when it feels like a huge responsibility. But now that you're doing it now, I suppose on here, and you've been doing it regularly, you probably get used to it, and more. It's like you probably, because I'm obviously not as nowhere near as, I don't think, in tune with my gifts as you are. You're at a different stage to me, of course. But if I did bother, I could probably, because what I've always done quite well is tell people how to improve their life and not know anything about them. And I can see if, that they've got problems here, they've got problems there, there's something going on with them. It's like a natural intuition for me. And I'll say to someone, you should do this or try this, and then they'll do it and they'll say, it worked. Well, thank you so much for helping me. That little bit of knowledge or advice.
And you know what? That's a good feeling because it lifts you up.
It does.
It's like, okay, I get that.
It is I suppose we all have an ego, and that's one thing about being a human, I feel. We've all got an ego. We've all got a certain amount of pleasing our ego sometimes. And I'm trying to drop that because I want to be imageless. I want to be just for who I am, not for what I look like, not for how I act. I'm trying to lose that. And as I'm getting older, I'm getting more natural. I don't wear any makeup anymore. I don't dye my hair. I keep low maintenance. And, I've got bloody hairs coming out my chin here, warts, bloody moles, this, that, the other, right? I'm turning into the stereotype of a witch as I'm getting older. But I feel like I've always been different to all the other girls anyway. Growing up, I was never really that interested in what they was interested in. Materialistic shit. Materialistic stuff doesn't really impress me. I'd rather talk about how you grow your vegetables or how you make a remedy for a cough. Or I've always been more interested in learning about that. Yeah.
And I feel this is where your 3 witches cards that are coming up are going to help. All right. Oh, we've got somebody.
Sorry, guys.
Hello,
We have been
Mr. Lone
talking
Wolf.
for a while.
We've got, hi, Alana. Thank you for requesting the box, honey. But we will, if we're quieter later on, Alana will bring you up, honey. All right. Alrighty. Alana's, my friend Linda, who's on holiday at the minute. That's her, her niece.
Okay.
Little niece. All right. Wow. You've got the number 38.
Mm-hmm.
Which, adding those two angel numbers together, you've got 11, which is a powerful number. It's time to gather your tools.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So there is no mistake that you found this live. That wasn't a mistake, right? Because you needed to find somebody that was understanding of how you're feeling, what you're going through, etc., in order to take this next step, which is gathering your tools. Because you will need to gather all the knowledge that you've got. And, you know, I'm more than happy to help you with that.
Thank you.
To gather all your tools together. Because believe it or not, a lot of people say, oh, we've got plenty of time before this big change happens. No, we haven't. We're actually talking the end of this year. Right? So as light workers, star seeds, universal angels, earth angels, we don't have that much time. The time is actually now. It's what we do now that is going to help humanity. And I'll give you a good example of that. Saturday night on our new schedule was going to be music night because I love music. Music is a huge part of my life. And I usually have another tablet that I use for putting my music on so that I'm live on one and music's on the other. And no matter what I did, this tablet would not charge. It wouldn't even turn on. And I was like, okay. So I phoned my friend Linda and I said, there's no live tonight. And she said, why? Because my tablet won't turn on. And she says, charge it. I says, it won't charge. It won't do nothing. And she says, is there any sign of life? I says, oh yeah. I put the charger in and the battery is showing that it's ready to charge. I can see the battery. I can see when I connect and disconnect the charger, but the bloody thing will not charge. And then I sat for a minute and I said, no, there's no live. For some reason, my guides are saying, scrap the live. I didn't have any idea why the universe would ask me all of a sudden at the very last minute to scrap a music live because everybody loves music and music heals the soul and things. And it was later on that night. And I decided to go into my own meditation and connect with my own source. Because my home is out there. It's the universe. So I decided to connect to my own source and I said, holy crap, what the fuck are you doing? Right? I was supposed to go live. Right? And you just blanked what the hell? And they were saying, no, you replaced your topic night with a music night.
You might have needed that topic night though.
Right? Yeah, right. So they're saying everybody can access music on this planet. They don't need you to access music. And there are so many different channels
here
now.
For music, are you?
I'm not here for music, right? Even though I love
music.
You
enjoy it, yeah.
Right? And I thought, okay, I get it. So I got to replace my music night with a topic night. Bingo, right? The next morning I woke up and put my charger in the tablet and it charged just like that. I went, okay, I get it. Thank you. Thank you for, right? But it's little things like that, right? When we make the wrong call, exactly that, they will, i.e. I'm going to do music night. And you guys all went, you think? unplug.
Mm.
No, you're not.
There's no possible
No.
explanation for that either. It just didn't work till the next
It,
morning.
no,
It's crazy.
it just
Trying to
did
show
not.
you something, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
And
obviously
it's
your
like,
purpose is this, isn't it?
yes. Yeah. So I can understand this card very clearly because there was a time in my life I had to gather my tools.
Mm.
And I had to do it scared.
Mm.
I had to actually do what I told my guide many years ago I wasn't going to do, is come on here and teach.
Mm.
And here I am coming on and teaching.
Mm.
Right? And now I'm saying to my guide, okay, yeah, I know. You told me so. I know, right? But it makes sense when you're trying to do a music night and they pull the plug on you.
Mm.
So this one is saying gather your tools. How are you going to gather your tools if you don't know what your tools are? You find a teacher. All right, that's going to help you find like for like. You find your vibe tribe.
Mm.
All right, and that vibe tribe will teach you. All right. So this card is saying you've already made that first step because you found me. All right. Your second card that came out, rise above everything that held you back. Right? And as you can see, it's the witch flying high on a broomstick, right? She's not flying down on the ground, she's rising above. She wasn't meant to be on the ground, right? She wasn't meant to fit in with the negative ones, the 3Ds, the narcissists, the bullies, the control freaks, the materialistic ones, etc., right? The mind, I call it the mind controllers, the matrix. They call it the matrix. Yeah.
The guardians of the matrix, yeah.
Yeah.
The ones that go against things that I say. So I'll say something and they'll say, well, no, it's not. And I'll be like, yes, it is. Like, like what's the word? Placebo. Is it placebo effect? Like, someone will have a perception of something that clearly I know that happened. It's like they're trying to stop me from ascending.
Yes.
It's weird. It's weird. I feel like everyone's like, even if I try and talk to like family members about it, they'll say, oh, I'll talk to you later about it, all right? And like sort of shut me down mid-conversation. I'm trying to tell them about a dream or something I've had, and I feel it's hard to find other people like when you're
exactly
like that.
Exactly, right? And you also find that the older you get, the more enemies you accumulate.
I do. I find that I've calmed down as I've got older. I'd say the last 5 or 6 years, I don't really argue with anyone anymore because I don't react like I used to.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I used to. They'd say, pickle me, or and I'd react with rage, blah blah blah. But now I'm like, I laugh at people now if they try and say anything nasty, because I feel sorry for them because I know as a person that's been hurt in the past that you hurt other people when you're like that because it's like some form of, it's like, because what's happened, what's happened to me, I'm going to do it to you now, watch, and I feel like that's the dysfunction that's present with a lot of people. It's everyone's sinner. And I can see they're a sinner, but like when you walk into a crowd, I don't know if you get this, but I can look at someone and the way they look at me, I can see what they're thinking about me, and people say, you're paranoid, it's paranoia, and I'm like, I know what they're thinking about me. I know that they're thinking malicious thoughts about me or they're nasty, and it's like I can read their mind. It's crazy.
Yeah. A lot of people will. I love the way that people, especially on the 3D dimension, that they will throw that word around. Oh, you're imagining it.
Yeah, you're crazy.
Oh, you're crazy.
And people have said to me
you're
before,
paranoid.
that I have psychosis. The things that I see, it's psychosis, and I don't take any medication. You know, I've never been to the doctors about mental health or anything like that. I don't believe in that bullshit. You're either
Nope.
spiritual or you're not, and people are either got by. Yeah, I do believe that the spiritual gifts can affect you, which is like bipolar and autism and other things. It's just about perception, isn't it? Some
Yes.
people have got more senses than others.
Yes.
And I just think we're at that point in the earth that everyone is now, just even people like my dad, who would shut me down in a conversation and say, "Oh, stop bloody dreaming, kid, you know, get on with it." You know, that sort of generation that I come from.
Yeah.
But now when he has a problem or a dream or something, he'll come to me and say, "Touch this for me, put your luck on it." Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, people know that I am naturally a lucky, abundant person, like, especially financially.
Yes. I'm like that. I'm like that.
It
I'll
goes
give
and
you.
it comes, money.
Yeah.
But I'll never run out. Do you
Yeah.
get what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
I
a
want
nice.
something-
I'm not rich, but I'm not poor.
No.
I'm comfortable in life.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm not one of these ones like, oh, I'm going to save and save and save and save and save and.
No, you got to live, haven't you, as
Like,
well?
Yeah, you know, and I'm like, well, it was like yesterday I was watching all of these like selfie machines, and I'm like,
Treat
well,
yourself. Yeah.
and I'm
Yeah,
like,
you only
well,
live once on, I guess.
Yeah.
You only live once here. Is it?
Yeah.
You know, treat yourself to things like that. It's
Yeah.
just, there's not a problem. I don't buy myself like makeup, or, you know, I don't bother with all that sort of. I might treat myself to a top now and again, but I'm not really that fussed about what I look like anymore. I'm
No.
starting to not care. Recently, I've just put a picture of myself up, but I don't normally have a picture of myself up. I'm very modest, but
Yeah.
recently I've become quite confident and in my sexual energy, and I feel like, as I would class myself as a divine feminine, and yourself as well, we all are divine feminines.
Exactly.
I feel like I'm coming into, I mean, I'm a mother now. I've got a beautiful little 6-year-old who's gifted as well, deeply gifted, and aware and conscious and deep child, and that's changed me becoming a mother. So I'm now at my stage in my life where I want to know what I can do with my gifts and how I can put it of use in the world.
Yes.
Because what's the point in it if it's not for use?
Yes.
Why would God give me it if I can't go out into the world? And I don't want to be rich. I don't want to be famous. That's two things I do not want. And I know you would never get a lot of money, but maybe there is something I can do, like what you're doing, even just talking to other women and sharing
that's
stories,
what it's about. That's what it's about. Light workers, starseeds, etc. I come from a long line of them, just with me being an old soul.
I think I'm a reptilian, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
The RH negative blood, someone actually, so I never, right. So as a child, my mum was definitely spiritual. I lost my mum in 2015, unfortunately, to cancer. So I was only young, 23. So that was, I think, the beginning of my awakening. But she was very, very spiritual, like yourself, very into the Anunnaki and the Sumerians and the Egyptians and ancient cultures. Very deep woman, my mum was. And she taught me about the Anunnaki, and she often talked about RH negative people. And she went on about it, and I wasn't that interested as a kid, 15, 14 years old, But as I got older, I did get very interested into all of that. Star seeds and reptilians and the Greys and Nordics and all the different types of races of aliens that we've got. And my mum always talked about RH negative people. Anyway, so when I went to hospital to have my daughter, I was struggling to eat and drink, and they said, "Oh, let me do your blood test." So they gave me a blood test, and she came back, and she went milk white, this woman, and she said, "My God," she said, "I've been a nurse for 35 years, and I've never met someone with RH negative blood. You're Rhesus negative, and you're Rhesus negative O, right?"
Yeah.
So that's the rarer one, and I know AB's rarer than O, but O is classed as the golden. I don't know, but it just makes sense why I am the way I am.
Yes.
And then
absolutely.
my mother never taught me. My mum never told me I was RH negative. but she would have
Yeah.
known because you know what blood type your children are when they're born.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it's like, why didn't she tell me, that I
Yeah.
was RH negative? And she talked about it a lot, but she never told me. And I feel like God took her from this earth. My mum was very selfless, very kind, very forgiving person. If someone wronged her, she'd say, it's okay, don't worry about it, just forgive them. She used to say to me, right? Very lovely person, pure-hearted. And I often said to God, why are you taking my mum? Why have you made her ill? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing
Yeah.
this to her and my sisters? Why are you doing it? And I never got the answer, but I looked for her for years. But after a while, I realised I'm looking in the wrong places for my mum. She's always going to be with me. And now I don't
Yeah.
look for her anymore because she
No,
comes
she's
to me
always with you.
sometimes in my
Yeah.
dreams. And I know
Yeah.
it's real.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
now I
she's
don't
always
look
with
for her
you.
anymore because God gave me the answer, or something gave me the answer. It said, there's no reason to look anymore. There's nothing in
No.
the afterlife for you.
No.
To live your life, and that's
Yes.
the message I got,
Yep.
from all
Yep.
of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Live your life, because after this life, you'll be helping those you leave behind to live their life.
Mm-hmm.
Just like your mother is guiding you from the other side, just like my mother was guiding me from the other side. Very much like your father, my mother wasn't a great believer, whereas my father was more of a believer. And my mother used to say, when I was younger, I was talking to the little people.
Oh
And
yeah,
she says,
goblins used to visit me. Yeah.
yeah,
I think
right.
they were goblins anyway.
Yeah, my mother was saying, oh, she's talking to the little imaginary people again. My dad says, how do you know they're imaginary? Just because you can't see them doesn't mean to say
they're
that
not real. Yeah.
they're not real. They could very well be real to
Well,
her.
kids pick up on stuff like that, don't they?
Yeah. And I remember back in the day, because it was very hush-hush back in the day, when my mother would see me sitting in the corner of the living room talking to somebody that in her mind wasn't there.
Wasn't there?
And then she was due visitors, and she would say, go and do me a favour. When we get the visitors, go and take you and your little people, or whoever your imaginary friends are, up to your bedroom, because I don't want my visitors thinking my daughter has gone crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
See, I never... Things used to torment me in my sleep when I was a child. Mischievous things. Nothing evil, I don't think. But things visited me, let's just put it like that. And, I was a bit fearful as a child. You are, aren't you? If you,
Yes.
But as I got older, I'm not scared of anything anymore. And it's crazy because some things will grab my feet and run up my hallway and I'll tell them to piss off.
Yeah.
I've got to that point now.
Yeah. I've gone into people's houses that have had like dark entities attacking them in their own home, and I've been able to walk in and clear them and say, "Oh, you out, off you go, chop off you will flip and flop," And if you don't, I will make you leave.
I think it's that certainty of not being scared as well of the dark, because what can they do to me? I'm in the physical, remember that, and that's how I feel. If I'm in the physical, there's nothing you can do to me, and if you feel like that, I feel that they leave you alone after a while. It goes quiet for months and months and months.
The more you fear them, the more they will play with you.
I'm not scared of them anymore. I tell them to fuck off in my dreams.
Yeah.
They'll try and scare me. They'll try and find the ugliest, distorted face that looks like a zombie, and it will get close to me, and then I'll just be like, fuck off, you don't scare me, I know I'm dreaming, and it will just go away. It's like it's trying to play with me and trick me in my dreams as well. To do bad things and to do sick things, and it's crazy. The dream world is a crazy place. And what I've started to realise is when I am dreaming and something happens, I can now start to control my dream and change it.
Yes, you can.
Change the dream. I can visualize something and then it happens. So I'll be like, right, I want to find an ice cream truck, and then I want to rob a McDonald's because I'm starving in my dream, and I'll literally find a McDonald's, and I'm crazy. I'm a really strong dreamer.
I don't know about Earth Angel, but I'm coming to your dreams. The McDonald's van and
I have
an ice
so many
cream van.
food dreams, actually. I need to stop going to bed hungry, maybe. I don't know. And that's another thing I wanted to ask you. Why, when I'm hungry and I go to bed, I get sleep paralysis and I get worse dreams? And also, there's one thing I have to ask you before I go. When I lay down to go to sleep at night and you start to sort of drift, I feel like I'm being sucked into something and it's sucking me and I'm trying to keep myself awake, but it's sucking me and I can feel my whole body vibrating and shaking, like,
Yep.
but I'm a half asleep, half awake kind of thing. And it's like sucking me into a place, but I really don't want to go and I'm scared.
That could
So I have
be.
to sit up and I have to have a drink and have something to eat to wake myself up, because if I go back to sleep, I will go back to that place,
Yeah.
wherever that. But my face is shaking, so I can feel my body shaking. My face is shaking. My body is jolting, like jittering, like in the bed.
Yeah.
But I'm not awake. I'm like going somewhere, but I feel like I'm getting sucked. Like, does that make sense? But
Yeah,
I've
you-
never
you
actually
could-
allowed myself to go. Like,
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could have a dark entity that is around you in that in the room that you sleep, and they will we call it a hag attack, right?
Mhm.
The old ones used to call it a hag attack.
you can go
You
fuck
would
yourself, hag attack. Stay away from
Yeah.
us.
Yeah,
You're not
right.
welcome here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I would suggest that you do is first and foremost, always cleanse the room that you sleep in.
I've got sage and I've got wood. What's it called? It's like little wood sticks things.
Oh yeah, is it
Done something.
Yeah, yeah. I know
Yeah.
the word. Yeah, I can't
I
think of it
haven't
at the top of
actually
my head.
used them yet, but I've been contemplating, because my daughter actually shares the bedroom that I sleep in, and we're on 200-year-old land that we've owned in my family for 200 years. So I've also got a lot of witches in my family that have died and passed over, and the land that I live on is very old, and the
Yeah.
town that I live in is very old as well.
Yeah.
Going back 2,000 years, some of the churches in this area. So it's a very old place. And I always thought that my dad's always said that they'll visit you because in my language, it's called a dukara. So it's a fortune teller, a clairvoyant or clairaudient type of psychic person. That's what we call them.
Yeah.
But I'm worried about the sucking thing.
Yeah.
That's
That-
scaring me. And that's been
Yeah, that-
happening for about 2 years now, and the voices as well in my, I don't want to say it, but the voices in my ears before I go to sleep, sometimes it's
Yeah.
several voices at once talking, an old radio voice that I lock
Yeah.
into.
Yeah.
Sort of like
Yeah,
an old
so it could be-
horse race or some shit that I'm looking
It's
into.
almost like light magic. They call it light language. All right. So you've probably got your centurions and stuff like that trying to talk to you as you're going to sleep.
Yeah,
But you
they
also
are.
might have you
I'm
might
scared,
have
though.
yeah.
I'm scared
you
of
might
it, and I'm shutting them off because I'm
Yeah.
so terrified of the
Yeah.
feeling. It's
Oh.
scary.
Yeah, all you need to say. I have on my YouTube channel. I have a meditation. I'm actually going to do that meditation. I think on Saturday because there's a lot of people asked about it, and it's called Sky and Earth Grounding Meditation that I do. And I do this grounding meditation first thing when I wake up in the morning before I get out of bed, and last thing at night before I close my eyes. Because what this does is this white light comes down from the universe. I always say, think of it as a white cleansing waterfall, right? That comes down into your crown chakra, right down through your chakras into Mother Earth, right down the layers of Mother Earth, and it winds itself to the core, Mother Earth's core. Once it's bound to Mother Earth's core, a lot of people tell me that they feel that their feet are actually, it's like sucked to the ground,
Yeah.
right? They actually feel that, poof, oh my God, right?
Yeah.
As it winds, as it anchors itself to Mother Earth. And after that sensation, you have Mother Earth that takes everything that white light has cleansed out of your body, including any negative attachments,
I think I've got some of them.
Yeah,
I
right.
think I've had some for years, and I just
Yes,
yeah.
right. So bit by bit, if you do this on a day-to-day basis, it's one of the things I used to teach many years ago when I had an online coven, and the first thing that I taught my students was you need to do this protection first thing in the morning, last thing at night. There's no ifs or buts or maybe. It's a ritual that they had to do. So that white light is taking any attachments, any negativity from other people that were attached to you. Mother Earth grabs it, burns it, and then she sends up a violet light. That violet light travels up the same path as the white light, up through your chakras and into the universe, and that heals and closes the chakras.
Okay.
So that gives you a kind of protection before you close your eyes at night. No dark entities or even the centurions cannot connect to you at that precise time because you have closed your chakras. You're like, my third eye's closed, I'm ready for bed.
I only get that sucking feeling, like I'm trying to wake myself up, but it's sucking me somewhere when I'm tired or hungry. If I go to bed at a normal time before 10, I will get absolutely perfect night's sleep. But if I stay awake like tonight, I know I'll definitely get that tonight. So I'll have to sleep on my side, because if I sleep on my back, it happens more. If I sleep on my side, nothing touches me. I always say, please, any positive light, kind and positive light, please protect me while I sleep, and protect my daughter while we sleep. And I always walk around my home for the four corners every night as if to say, don't, I'm guarding it, kind of thing. And I keep my windows shut at night and everything. So apparently that's not good to have, is windows and doors open at a certain time as well. Apparently that can affect you.
The best time to get to sleep before that can happen is any time before 3 a.m. 3 a.m. is the
I always
spiritual
wake up
awakening
at that time.
time.
Yeah. Yeah. It's always 3:05 for me. It's always 3:05, and that's when I had the smoke vision that time. I was actually calling God a cunt, believe it or not, when I saw the smoke. I actually was. I was actually saying, if you exist, I said to it, if you are so powerful and you exist, and you're so wondrous, why are you taking my mother from me, a pure person? You're a cunt. That's what I was saying to it. You're an arsehole, God. I was really angry at God then, but now I don't blame God for what happened anymore.
No.
And your smoke started coming out my mum's head. It started trickling up the blind. My mum was only a young woman. She was only 52 at the time. And I woke my dad up. And I said, Dad, please. He thought, oh my God, he was sort of on call at the time. She was very ill, palliative care. So we thought this is the end. So I brought my dad into the room and I said, do you see the smoke? And he said, I do. That's what he said to me. I do. What the hell is that? I said, I don't know, Dad. I don't know what that is. And we put our hand through it. It didn't move. We made sure that it wasn't my mum's e-cigarettes, because that was what they had in them days, e-cigarettes. Check the bed to make sure the hospital bed wasn't smoking. We made sure we made sure that we checked anything that could have been causing that. And it stayed there with us. And my mum was having seizures because she had stage 4 lung cancer. So in the end, her brain was losing oxygen and she was having seizures, and it's quite scary for her. And I was there with her the whole time, holding her hand, and she used to wake up and have this seizure, and I'd be there with her, comforting her as she was going through it. And I said to this smoke, you leave her alone. I said, she's not ready yet. My little sisters haven't said goodbye to her. I said, now go away. I told it to fuck off. That's what I did. And it went. Now I never saw it again. But there you go. That's and I've spoken to Christians about that. Because obviously as a seeking person, a seeker, I would class myself. I want to find out from religious people, because I do believe in God and I do believe Jesus existed, and I do believe in these people, but I just don't follow the religion. I'm a free spirit, and I've always been like that.
Yeah. Absolutely. Now your third card, honor your inner strength, and it's a 9. 3 times 3 is 9. Right? The law of 3 is the universal law of 3. Right? And it's a 3 times 3 that gives us that inner strength. It's the law of 3. And you'll often hear me talking about the law of 3. Because, especially the ones that attack me in the past. And I'll say, you know what, you can attack me all you want. But clearly you don't recognize or understand the universal law of 3, do you? And they're like, what are you on about? What are you on about? And I'm like, well, I'm responsible for my actions. My actions will redeem my judgment at the end of the day. Right? And I says, your actions will redeem your judgment at the end of the day. What you put out, you will come back. It will come back to you in big time. I says, it's the same as people that bully people. Be careful what you're doing. Because they might feel that they are big and mighty and strong right today. But somewhere down the line, there's going to be somebody bigger and stronger than them that's going to come down and flatten them. And they're going to feel it from the other person's point of view. Right? This is the law of 3, that all light workers and all earth angels, star seeds, indigo children, etc. This is the law we abide by. And it's what makes us the most truthful people on this planet. And it doesn't matter what names, when you get to my age, many centuries old, I don't give a monkey's what people call me, what they think of me. I really don't. I'm like, I've heard it all before. Is that all you can do? Right? Is that all is that the only name you can come up with?
Boring.
Boring. I've heard it all before. But if it makes you feel better, dad on. But just remember, it's your debt that you're accumulating, not mine. And at the end of the day, I wouldn't like to be there when the universe tallies up your debt and you have to pay that debt back. I wouldn't want to be there. Right? I was married for 30 years. And I went through the most horrific abuse ever. I also found out that he was a child abuser, etc., etc.
No.
And I always used to say, it'll come back to him one day. It will come back to him one day, in a way that he will not expect. And it was when I met my current soulmate, and it was I'll tell you how we met. It was a full snow moon 2 years before I met him. And I was at my lowest point during my awful marriage. I was isolated from my family. I was isolated from friends. All the friends that I did have, I thought were genuine friends, were friends that he chose.
Controlling you.
Yeah, right. And there was one night I walked out into the full snow moon. And I cast out my spell and prayer to the universe, and I says, okay, I know he's out there. I know my soulmate, my guardian from a past life is out there. And right now I need him more than anything, because you've put me with the wrong person. On that same moon, my current soulmate, i.e. my fiance that I'm with now, also walked out on that same moon at the same time at midnight. Crazy. And asked for his soulmate. And 2 years later, we met. And we met as friends. And 4 weeks later, I built up the courage and I told my ex I was leaving.
That's absolutely crazy.
And he has been my guide and my protector ever since. And he supports everything that I do. But this one reminds me, we are protected as light workers. We are protected. We're never alone.
I always wonder if I have a spirit guide that's an animal, because I get a dragon that visits me in my dreams. Yes. A big dragon, the size of like Probably 10 or 20 double-decker buses, long,
Yeah,
big.
we do. We have 7 totem animals that walk with us from the day we were born.
Mm.
Totem animals are spiritual animals, and they walk in 7 different directions. You have a spirit animal that walks on your left side. That is your spiritual guide animal. It's also your protector. Mine's is a crow. Wherever I go, I see crows.
I do as well. Black
Right.
crows.
Yeah. You're right. Then you've got your animal that walks on your
And they
right hand
hawk at
side.
me. Ah! They
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Yeah. Birds, yeah.
Always acknowledge them. Always say good evening or good morning and
I
thank
do.
you.
They whistle at me when I open my bedroom window and that. Birds do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
And then you'll have one that walks on your right hand side.
Mm.
That is also your intuition. It'll guide you to what's yes and what's no. You also have a spirit animal that walks in front of you that guards your path ahead. So it'll warn you of anything negative coming your way. So you'll know if somebody is sending a curse or a hex, you'll know before it even reaches you, and you can deflect it back. You also have an animal that walks behind you. That animal has your back. It sees things coming from behind you. Which is why they say people have got eyes in the back of the head. They have.
My daughter always says, "Mum, have you actually got eyes in the back of your head? Because how did you know that?" And I'm like, don't ask.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We all have.
But if someone pulls a face behind my back or something like that, I know what they're doing. It's like I turn around because something's telling me they're being deceitful towards you. Even if it's just a harmless little frown or something, I know I can read someone's body language very easily as well.
Exactly. Exactly. Hi, Private. Thank you for requesting the box, but we only bring people up in the box if we're giving them a reading or they are one of our mods, or we know them really, really well. So then you have your animal that is above you, watches you from above. So it can see all angles. So it protects you from above. And then you have one that protects you from beneath, walks underneath you. So it walks underneath your feet, protects, guides your feet. And then you have the one that is inside. Mine is a snake, which is why I was a natural healer from the day I was born.
I actually got a book the other day called The Serpent Grail. It's a fascinating book. If you're interested in anything like that, sort of occultism in the Bible, it's about a very fascinating book. It's all about, there's actually lots of different archaeology, what's the word? Like famous places in England that are like really ancient. So it's this very good book. It's called The Serpent Grail. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
It's all about the serpent and the snake and the representation of the snake in spiritualism and stuff like that. It's a really interesting book. Yeah. It's about the spinal cord. Apparently, it's the chakra, the life force that's in your spine, because there's actually a chemical that lives in the fluid. It's called
in the Kundalini.
Your spine. Yeah,
it's called the Kundalini. Fluid,
that's it.
Right.
Yeah,
and the Kundalini fluid sits for most people. The Kundalini spinal fluid sits at the base of the spine.
In the base chakra. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Now, sometimes we can go through trauma in life, and that causes what they call a Kundalini awakening. What does that mean?
I've had that.
Yeah, the Kundalini awakening is where the body has gone through trauma, and it ignites that fluid at the base of the spine, and that fluid rises up through the chakras and out through the crown. As it does so, it's like an inferno. It will burn every shit that's blocking you. And if people have trauma, they can actually start to, it's almost like they see the past, the present and the future before their eyes, all in one big flash.
There's a lot
And
of
they think
people
that,
after Kundalini awakenings, they end up in mental institutes, a lot of
yes,
them, because you can't what's the word? You
you
can't
can't, they,
distinguish between reality and not, because once you start seeing things, because for example about that person that I saw that was dead, that I didn't know was dead, this only happened once, but a relative, actually, an uncle of mine who lives a few plots down, he drove a little red motorcycle bike thing, and he used to go past my gate every morning, and he used to throw his hand up and he'd wave, and he'd go past really fast. Funny man. And I used to wave at him every day, and one day he just drove past and waved, but he looked like he looked like
just
bright
a normal, yeah,
though,
yeah,
not like bright as in like color, but bright as in light around him.
yes,
But I didn't notice it at the time, but thinking back, yeah. And then I said to my dad, I see Uncle Tommy up the lane yesterday, and he said, babe, he died 3 weeks ago. His funeral was last week.
yeah,
I
yeah,
said,
exactly,
I saw him.
exactly.
I said, oh God, bloody hell.
So know that you know you are on the 3D path. When I do Kundalini, when I teach Kundalini Reiki, I do it in stages, and the reason I do it in stages was because Kundalini Reiki, to be able to send healing to anyone, anywhere in the world, you have to have that Kundalini awakening. And I do it on a safe way where you're doing it in stages. You're allowing the fluid to rise, but not all at the one time. So that you're taking in bit by bit by bit. So you have the level 1, which is the start of your awakening journey. So you'll get a little bit of, you'll be able to heal yourself at this particular point. Then you have your level 2, which brings your Kundalini to the heart chakra. From there, you can then learn to do a little bit of distant healing on other people as well as yourself. And then we go on to the master level, which is the level 3, and that takes you beyond. Now, a lot of Kundalini masters are greedy for money. So they'll do 1, 2, and 3 in the course of 3 months. Folks, if you ever want to learn Kundalini and somebody is offering you the chance to do a Kundalini Reiki Masters course from level 1 to Masters in 3 months, please do not accept it. All right? It's too quick. It's too harsh for your body to take in. And you're going to think you're going crazy.
Yeah. I feel like that's a lot of people do that. I've seen a lot of negative things to the Kundalini if it's not done properly as well, and by someone that's, you know, like yourself, knowledgeable about it, because it is a serious thing, isn't it?
It is. You're dealing with people.
Once you do it, there's no going back. Yeah.
No. And if you do it too quick, you're going to get psychosis. You're gonna, you know, you're really going to not know what is real and what is not real. Whereas if you're doing it in stages, you kind of, then I'm able to say to my students, okay, this is why this is happening. Or this is why you are feeling this at this particular stage, right?
I mean, for example, it's been 10 years since I lost my mum, and I've only just started to begin to understand just the concept of everything. You know, I know a bit about everything now, a little bit, but I'm on that journey where I want to get stronger at what I do, because I know that I possibly could get stronger, if you get what I mean.
Yes.
With my gifts, yeah.
Yes, and you will.
But also don't want to deflect away from being a mother, and because I have a daughter to protect, I can't, because of what schools teach children, unfortunately, I can't
But when
teach him. I do teach my daughter the basics of magic, sort of like making herbs and potions. Stinging little soup, and she's absolutely loves the moon. And every time she sees the moon, I know she's a witch too. And I of course, I'm going to pass it on to her. And there's signs that she is, and the way she is with animals and bugs. And she'll walk around an ant, she won't tread on it, and little things I can notice about her being a chosen one, hence
yeah,
the name. Because
you
I
will
feel we
know.
are chosen and we are
Yeah,
favoured by God.
yeah,
Because if God created all of this, he created me, and that means he created my gifts too.
exactly.
So
He
maybe we
created
are
everybody.
favoured
Hi,
instead of
Nat.
unfavoured. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Welcome in, everyone. Hi,
Thank
Solin.
you very much anyways for my cards. It's yeah.
I'm just saying hi to the ones that I've missed coming in with us
You had
chatting.
quite a few coming in actually, haven't you, tonight?
Yeah. Luckily, I've got a wonderful mod up there. She welcomes them all in
She's
when
very
I'm doing.
patient, Earth Angel.
Oh, she's wonderful.
She's definitely an
Honestly,
angel.
she is. She is. She's amazing. If I miss an important comment, she will read out the comment for me because I'm actually registered blind, but I have spiritual vision. So so that's why you'll see me going close and personal sometimes to the comments, etc. Just to see if I've missed anybody. But you do have 2 questions and answers from the pendulum as well. So any yes/no question you can ask.
Will I have any more children?
Okay. Now, sometimes they will tell you, and sometimes they won't when it comes to pregnancy, but let's see. Okay. So, what's your first name?
Chelsea.
Will Chelsea, I love that name. Will Chelsea have any more children on this earth time? Will Chelsea have more children in this lifetime? Will Chelsea have more children in this lifetime? Oh, well, it's letting you know that yes, you will.
Oh, that's good. I don't really want any more, but my husband keeps bloody asking me for more children. I don't know what to do. I want to, but I don't. It's one of them things.
You will when the time is right. Is what I'm hearing. All right. All
Thank
right.
you.
When it's all right. So just say to the other half, you know what? When the time is right, it will happen. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm happy anyways. Regardless to my life, I'll always try and be happy in whatever I do. Yeah.
Absolutely. Now you've got a second question.
What do you think?
It's your question. Think of something that you've always wanted to know.
Has my mum given me messages shortly after she died? Were they from her? Yeah. I feel like they were. But
yeah. Chelsea would like to know. I'm hearing a yes straight away because I feel your mum's answered that for you, but I'm going to ask, right? But I will ask. I'm asking Chelsea's mum, were you given Chelsea messages shortly after you passed? Over. Were you giving Chelsea messages shortly after you passed? Was that yourself? Can you confirm this for me, please? Absolutely, it was.
Yeah, thought so.
But she says you didn't. She says you should trust your own intuition. You already knew it was her. She says trust more. Think less and trust more. Does that make sense?
Thank you so much for tonight. I appreciate that. You spent your time on me. I really do appreciate it.
Oh, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
But what I am going to say, the offer is there if you want it. But if you're on Facebook, you are free to request to join my spiritual group, which is the Road to Awakening.
The Road to Awakening. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
follow that now when I come off.
yeah. The link to it is on my bio. I've got a website.
Okay.
Earth Angel, you automatically get put in there as well, because you can join that through my website as well, because you're one of my mods. My mods I always trust, so you can go in there as well. I also have a public group, which is the Wisdom of the Crone as well. That's also on my Facebook group. And anyone is welcome to join that group.
Okay. Well, I'll definitely follow you. And thank you so much for spending your time doing that for me tonight. Yeah, I appreciate that so much.
Oh, you're more than welcome.
Thank you very much.
It's lovely to meet you.
Yeah, lovely to meet you too.
I'm always a message away if you want more guidance and
definitely.
help.
I'll definitely be there. Thank you so much for that.
You're more than
Appreciate
welcome.
That. Thank you.
Okay, dokie. I'll pop you back in the comments.
Yeah, thank you. Cheers.
You're more than welcome. Alrighty. Okay, so for those that have just joined us, what a lovely reading that was. For those that have joined us to get a reading tonight, 2 questions and answers from the pendulum is the family heart. The side-by-side gift is for 1 card and 1 question and answer. The manifesting ball is for 2 cards and 2 questions and answers, and the swan is for 4 cards and 2 questions and answers, which is a mini reading. Super fans and my mods, they get 2 cards and 2 questions and answers free every time I go live on a Monday, Wednesday and a Friday. And they also get access to my Facebook group, The Road to Awakening. We also give away 1 free card at 50k likes, and at the minute we're on 13.0k. So we've got a ways to go before we give that freebie away. But that is how you get a reading tonight, folks. Alrighty, I'm going to go to my superfans lists. Let me just see if I've got any superfans that came in while I was busy doing the readings. Nope, we haven't got any other men. But we do have our lovely Earth Angel, who is with us tonight. Of course she is. She's one of my amazing mods. So Earth Angel, you're up next.
I'm okay at the minute. I don't need a wee card reading tonight. Can't think of anything. Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want 2 wee cards or anything, or do you want...
No, I'm fine, thank you. No, I don't feel I need any guidance tonight.
Oh, no problem, honey. Well,
but
anytime. Oh, you're more than welcome.
If I can think of any questions, I'll let you know. But at the minute, no.
Oh, do so. What an interesting reading that was, wasn't it? It
was, yeah, it was really good. Yeah.
I bet you learned a few things too.
Oh, yes, definitely. You're always good at what you do.
Oh, but you are too. Never self-doubt yourself.
Right, give me a wee second here. Just need to do something with the baby here, okay? Be back in a minute.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to give a shout out to anyone new, because we have now got 8 in the room. For anyone that would like a reading tonight, 2 questions and answers is the family heart. The side-by-side gift is 1 card and 1 question and answers from the pendulum. The manifest gift is 2 cards and 2 questions and answers. And the swan is for a mini reading. Superfans and my mods get 2 cards and 2 questions and answers free every time we go live to do card readings. They also get 2 questions and answers, as well as 2 cards. We also give away 1 free card every 50k likes if we get to 50k likes. Thank you, Nat, for the For You page. Thank you to everyone for the likes and the shares and the heart meets. You are all appreciated. Any shares also helps to push out our live, and our little Go Populars help us to get pushed out and to be able to help more people where we can. Okay, I'm also going to do our lovely Dawn White. Dawn is one of my super fans. And Dawn is currently in the hospital recovering from a possible chest infection or something else. So she has been on my daily healing list. And she did message me to say apologies that she wasn't able to join our live readings because she's obviously in the hospital. And I told her not to worry, get herself fit and well first and foremost, and then come back. And in the meantime, I would do her. Thank you, Marie, for the follow. In the meantime, I would do her reading, her superfan reading, because I know that when she has a quiet time in the hospital, she'll be able to look back on her reading. So Dawn, I'm going to pick 2 cards for you, my love. And I'm going to pick Soul Contract for you. And I'm also going to pick Messages from the Universe for you. Those 2 cards are calling me. So that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with what I'm drawn to. For those that have just joined us, if you would like a reading tonight, it is the Family Heart. If you can see the board at the back. Family Heart is for 2 questions and answers. The side-by-side gift is for 1 question and answer and 1 card. The Manifesting gift, that is for 2 cards and 2 question and answers. And the Beautiful Swan is for a mini reading with up to 4 cards and 2 questions and answers. And our super fans and our mods get 2 cards free every time I go live, when they join me live on a Monday, Wednesday and Friday. And they also get 2 questions and answers if they join me live as well. We also give away a free 1 card reading every 50k likes. And as we stand at the minute, we are on 13.8k. So we still got a ways to go before we can give somebody a free reading. But we're getting there. So keep hitting those hearts. Keep hitting those likes. And that will raise our likes up. And at 50k, we will give away a free reading. Alrighty, let's shuffle these cards for our lovely Dawn. Alrighty. And of course, our super fans also get added into our Facebook group, The Road to Awakening, as do our mods, where you'll be able to watch the readings back anytime that you want, the next day after the live. We also have cards of the day on there. We'll have some meditations and other good spiritual teaching stuff on that group. The link for that group is on my website, which is in my bio. Click on my website, then click to the left, and if you go down to the second page on the left, it has all my social media links. So you can follow me on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. All my links are there. Alrighty. You can also book private readings with me. My private readings are always done through Facebook Messenger. Information on all of that is on my website as well. I also do Kundalini Reiki and Yusai Reiki healing. And I make healing, spiritual healing and protection bracelets. So I make them with protective crystals, and then I cleanse each bracelet, and I add protection and Kundalini Reiki into each bracelet. Oh, there's Dawn's card flying out the deck. And then that bracelet is then shipped off to yourself, and you can renew the healing in the bracelet by placing the bracelet out on a full moon to cleanse the crystals and to renew the Kundalini Reiki that is within that particular bracelet. But all that information is on my website. Okie dokie. Hello, Reese Booth. Welcome in. So this is how you get a reading tonight, folks. All right, these are the gifts that you need for the readings. Family Heart for 2 questions and answers from the Pendulum. The side-by-side for 1 card and 1 question and answer. The Manifest for 2 cards and 2 question and answer. The Swan for a mini reading of up to 4 cards and 2 questions and answers. Superfans that pay their monthly Superfan subscription, they get 2 cards and 2 question and answers every time they join me live on a Monday, Wednesday and Friday. They also get added into my Facebook group, The Road to Awakening on Facebook. And we give away a free card every 50k like. It's just for myself doing readings. The readings tonight are all done by myself. Earth Angel is my amazing mod. She keeps everything happy and positive. She invites everybody in and she kicks all the troublemakers out. So the readings are done by me. No, you don't have to go in the box. That's your choice. If you want to come up in the box when you get your reading, you're more than welcome to. If you don't want to, you can stay in the comments. It's entirely up to yourself. We never force anybody to come up in the box for their reading. Some people do, and some people don't, and that's okay. All right, let's do Dawn's reading now. Dawn is one of my super fans. She is currently in the hospital at the minute, so isn't able to join me live for obvious reasons. So she did apologise in a message to me and felt bad for not being able to get on my lives because she loves the live reading so much. But I told her not to worry. I will pick 2 cards for her and she can watch them back in the Superfans group, the Road to Awakening, the next day. So Dawn, this one is for you. Okay. So Dawn, your messages from the universe card. No matter what happens, no matter how far you seem to be away from where you want to be, never stop believing that you will somehow make it. Have an unrelenting belief that things will work out and that the long road has a purpose. Some people, and I know yourself, Dawn, has gone through hell and back. And anything and everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. And there have been times where you felt like giving up. There have been times where you've told yourself, I can't go on with this anymore. I must be the most unlucky person on this planet. Everything that goes wrong does go wrong. To a certain degree, part of that may be your mindset. If you believe in your heart that something is going to go wrong, chances are it will. You've heard the phrase mind over matter. It's exactly that. Our mind is a very powerful tool. It can destroy things if we allow it, or it can build things if we allow it. And it depends on what we choose. If we tell ourselves that we are unlucky, guess what? You're going to be unlucky. If we tell ourselves that despite everything that's happened, and despite the fact that this long, hard journey seems to never end, have faith and tell yourself, all storms end eventually, and my storm is no different. When we have thunderstorms and lightning storms in real life, right, those storms can last a day. They can last 5 minutes, 10 minutes. They can last a few days. But one thing that we know for sure, the storm is going to disappear and blue skies will come out eventually. It's the same when it rains. It could rain for 20, 30 nights in a row. And you might think the sun's never going to come out, but as sure as fate is going to come out at some point. And this is the same with our trials and tribulations that we get in life. Look at them as storms. We will hit the odd troublesome storm now and again. We have to, in order to learn from that storm and to evolve from it, and in order to rebuild from it. Think about the storms of life. A hurricane, for example, comes tearing towards your house. Now you know that if that hurricane is on the path of your house, that house is going to be destroyed. You absolutely know it. And you know that if it's destroyed, you've got two choices. Give up or rebuild or move. It's the same with our problems and troubles in life, right? Storms are going to come in and they're going to destroy our good day that we've had. They're going to destroy our happiness. They're going to wreck how we are feeling. We could start with a really good day and somebody comes into our life or into our day and absolutely pisses us off. And we start feeling crap. And then somebody else comes in and does the same thing. And that feeling just grows and grows and grows until you think, oh my God. Right? It's what we do in those storms. And because we know that eventually those storms will ease and better days will come. And we've got to believe in those better days. You've got to have faith in those better days. And I know that at the minute you're healing from sickness, that's another storm, right? Sickness is another storm that we go through. Some illnesses are longer than others. And with the good intentions, positive mindset, and natural remedies, we will get over that sickness and we will be well again. And we can rebuild from that well state. Just like the hurricanes in life. The house may be destroyed, but you can rebuild again. It's not the end of the world. We can just rebuild. It's the same with the trials and tribulations that we go through in life. I always say don't look for trouble. Because the minute you start looking for trouble, you'll find it. Let trouble come to you. And deal with it if and when. Notice I said if and when it comes. A lot of times we think, oh, I'm having a good day. Where's the catch? The universe is letting me have an amazing day today. Where's the catch? There might not even be a catch. But we're looking for that catch, right? We're like, okay, something's weird here. I've had like 3 or 4 weeks or I've had a few months of bad shit happening and now I'm suddenly, everything's going right in my life. Where's the catch? When am I going to get hit with a train? And we always say when instead of if. Trouble is, chances are We will hit a problem down the line somewhere. But why are we worried about it in the here and now? Why do we worry about something that hasn't even arrived yet? To worry about a problem that hasn't even arrived is wasting every second and every moment that you have right here and now. In the here and now, you can change whatever you want. In this here and now, if I decided to just hit that off button and end my life, I could without a word or anything. Of course, I don't do that. But I'm just letting you see that we have the power to change anything in the here and now. Right? Once that moment, in this moment, but once that moment's gone, we can't change it. I can't change anything that happened an hour ago, 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. Can't even change anything or any words that I've just said in the last 5-10 minutes. Right? Just as much as I can't change any problems or troubles that haven't even arrived yet. So I tell myself every day, today's going to be a good day. And I'll worry about any problems and troubles if they arrive, or when and if they arrive. But until that time, I'm not wasting a second thinking about what's coming. I'm not even going to waste a second about thinking what may or may not come tomorrow or beyond. Because let's think of the reality of it all. Every one of us could go to our bed, any one of us could go to our bed tonight and not wake up in the morning. So think about that for a second. What if you woke up this morning and you were told this was your last day on earth? What would you do? How would you spend your last 24 hours on earth? Quite a question, right? We never even ask it. We just wake up and we get on with our day. Sometimes we dread things that aren't even here, problems and troubles that haven't even come. But not once do we say, what if this was my last day on earth? How many of us thought that when they woke up this morning? Probably not many, right? But it's something I ask myself every day when I wake up. If this was my last day on earth, what will I do? And whatever is doable in 24 hours, I will do it. I don't think it. I don't second guess it. I just go ahead and do it. If it's in my heart to do it, I'll do it in the here and now. Because at the end of the day, I could go to my bed tonight and not wake up. But then I could go to my bed tonight and wake up. Right? We don't know. We don't know how long our individual journeys are on this earth. And yet so many of us waste every second and every day and every minute and every hour of every day worrying about things that haven't even happened yet. When we could be focused more on the things that we want to do. So every day, make every second, every moment count. Every morning when you wake up, tell yourself, if this was my last day on earth, what would I do today? And if it's physically possible to do it. Because then if tomorrow never comes, you won't leave this earth with any regrets or any remorse. You'll have lived your life to the absolute fullest, without question, without worry, or even without any thought. And many of us don't even think about that. But it's something to think about every day when you wake up. Ask yourself that one question. And if you want something to happen in life, manifest it. And lots of people will tell you different ways to manifest things. But as an old soul, there's only one way I know, and it's the 4 steps of manifestation. So let's look at those 4 steps. Step 1, always start with gratitude. If you keep telling the universe, I want this and I want that and I want the next thing. So say your goal was to have a new house. If you're just sitting there, universe, I want a new house and I want it now. Bring me my new house. The universe is going to be sitting there, okay, I hear what you want, but what are you grateful for? I'm not hearing what you've got already or what you're grateful for. All I hear is I want, I want, I want, I want. And I want never gets. To get what you want in this life, you have to use the power of mind and thought and visualization to get what you want. And you have to believe it. It's not just a case of saying it and hoping for the best. You have to say it with conviction, and you have to say it like you mean it and that you believe it. So we're going to take an example of a house. You want a new house. When you wake up in the morning, name 5 things you're grateful for. I do this daily. And I usually start with, I'm just going to give you my 5 things that I usually start with. Universe, I'm grateful I woke up today because somebody didn't. I get a second chance. I get another chance to live another day. Somebody else has passed over. So I'm grateful for this chance to live another day. Universe, I'm grateful for the money that I have. It may not be much, but it's enough to pay the bills, to put food on the table, and to buy me the things that I need. Universe, I'm grateful for the house that I have. It might not be much, but it's a roof over my head. Somebody out there has no money and no roof over their head. They're sleeping in the streets. Universe, I'm grateful for the food that I have on my table. Somebody else is sitting with no food and relying on handouts or soup kitchens, or even raiding through the local bins just to find a morsel that somebody else threw out. So I'm grateful for all of that, and I'm grateful for my friends and family, and so the list can go on. But start with 5. Once you've done your 5 things that you're grateful for, give yourself some positivity with positive affirmations. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am loved. I am worthy to be loved. I am worthy of abundance. Oh, thank you for the swan. Reese Booth, thank you for the swan. I'm going to put you in for a mini reading, honey. So let me put your name down, Reese Booth, mini reading. You're after dawn, my lovely. So your second one is positive affirmations. What am I positive about? I am beautiful. I am strong. I am loved. I'm worthy to be loved. I manifest the things that I want in life. Money comes to me easily. I am strong enough to tackle anything that comes my way. I love myself unconditionally. I don't care about anybody else's opinions of me because I love who I am. The universe made me perfect the way I am, and I love who I am. Any other person's negative opinion about me makes no difference because I love who I am. Self-love is the highest energy in this planet. Once you've done your daily positive affirmations to keep your mind positive, visualize the house that you want. Not just visualize it. Visualize it, close your eyes and see yourself holding the keys to your new home. What does that new home look like when you're visualizing it? You could even draw a picture of that house. And while looking at the picture, imagine holding the keys to the house. Walk towards the front door, open that front door, and walk through every room. And as you're walking through your room and you're visualizing all of this, you go automatically onto the 4th step of manifestation, feeling it. Notice while you're visualizing you walking into your forever happy new home. And then notice how your body is feeling. And if you're visualizing this correctly, you'll feel excited, happy, impatient to get into that home. And that is how you manifest it. Every day, repeat. Every day, repeat those 4 steps. You repeat the gratitude, positive affirmations, the visualization of what you want, and how you feel when you visualize that you've actually got it. The process of manifesting is imagining you've already got it. I.e., when you're visualizing that house, you've already got the keys in your hands. The house is yours. It's got your name on it. Now take those keys and open the door and enter into every room. Look around every room. And as you look around, pay attention to how your body's feeling as you enter each room. That's how you manifest it. Going on to your second card, Dawn, you've got the soul contract card. You've got the universal hug. I love this card for you because you're currently in hospital recovering from a serious chest infection. And I hope and pray that you will get better real soon. You are on my daily healing list, honey. Feel the universe wrap you in an embrace of unconditional love. Let this energy, warmth and acceptance restore and uplift your spirit. The universe is giving you warmth, universal love, and an embracing energy. Because I've sent up a wish for healing for you from Archangel Raphael, the healing angel, and all the other angels and your spirit guides, and ask them to send you additional healing along with the healing that I'm sending you. The universe response to that is a universal healing hug. When you close your eyes to go to sleep, visualize that universe arms around you, giving you a hug. You may feel tingles, you may feel warmth at this stage. You may just feel safe. That is the universal hug that the universe has given you. There are your angels and your guides and my guides and myself sending healing to you every single day. So know that every day you will grow in strength and you will grow in healing. So Dawn, sending lots of healing love your way. I know you'll watch this back in the Road to Recovery group and on YouTube tomorrow. But till then, love and bright blessings to you. Get well soon. We can't wait till you're up on your feet again and back here with us. Alrighty. For those that have just joined us, to get a reading tonight, 2 questions and answers is the family heart. The side by side is 1 card and 1 question and answer. The manifesting is 2 cards and 2 questions and answers. And the swan is for a mini reading of 4 cards and 2 questions and answers. Super fans get 2 cards and 2 questions and answers every time I go live, which is what Dawn got, even though she is in hospital. She is one of our super fans. So she gets 2 cards and 2 questions and answers. Every Monday, Wednesday and Friday when we come live to do the readings. They are also in the group The Road to Awakening. we also give away one free card reading to one lucky viewer in the audience when we reach 50k likes, and at the minute we're only on 14.9k likes. And that is how you get a reading tonight. Oh, thank you for the treasure box, Reese. Alrighty. Reese, would you like to come up in the box for your reading or stay in the comments? It's entirely up to yourself, honey. Hi, Lisa. Welcome in. Hi, Anna Lee. 17, welcome in. Do we still have our lovely Reese? Reese, would you like to come up in the box for your reading or stay in the comments, honey?
Well, she said she wants to stay down in the comments.
Okay, thank you, my lovely Earth Angel. Okay, doke. So, Reese, you've got 4 cards to pick from, and you also have 2 questions and answers from the pendulum. So, you can choose any 4 cards from Soul Contract, Messages from the Universe, What's the Tea, Soul Truth, The Witch's Way Home, and we also have the moon cards as well. Any 4. What's the tea? Okay. You got another 3 to pick. So any other 3 messages from the universe? Okay. So you got 2 more. So we got Soul Contract, Soul Truth, Witch's Way Home, or the moon.
She wants 2 of each.
Or 2 of those. Okay, 2 universe and 2
Tea.
What's the tea? Okay, no problem. Let's see what we have for Reese. Some lovely readings tonight. Okay, what does Reese need to know, please? Whoops. We have got flying cards already.
Spilling the beans with the tea.
They are spilling the beans and the tea. James would say it was digestive biscuits, but I think James must be working tonight. Yeah. Alrighty. Oh, they've got those ones to go back in the deck because they've got about 7 or 8 cards came out of there. Right. We only need 2, please, universe. Give me 2 cards. Please give me 2 cards for Reese from this deck. What does Reese need to know? What does Reese need to know? Give me 2 cards that Reese needs to know, please. What is it that Reese needs to know? Show me what Reese needs to know. Oops, we have one sticking out there, so we'll go with that one. Okay, we need another one, please, from this deck. We need another card, please. Oh, that's another one. Okay. Now we'll go on to 2 from the Messages from the Universe. Okay. Oops. Well, that one was a quick choice. What have we got? They're giving you 3 cards from the messages from the universe. So you're going to get 5 cards instead of 4. So we're going to go with that. Alrighty. So let's start with the What's the Tea. So the first card that came out of the What's the Tea. I don't know if you're planning on traveling, but if you're not, the universe is saying it's time to pack your bags. You need a break. Right? I feel you might be traveling somewhere. Now that could be traveling for a vacation, traveling to visit somebody, traveling for a new place or a new home. But whatever the occasion, travel is on this card. All right. Have you been planning to go on holiday somewhere or planning a travel? Something that you've been saving for? I have. Yeah. Because I do see that you are going on this holiday. All right. And I feel that this holiday is much needed because I feel there's been a lot of stress around you lately. There's been many people probably caused more havoc for you than anything else, if that makes sense. Yeah, okay. This is why the universe is saying, good choice to get a break. Sometimes when the world gets on top of us, we get off the world for a bit. And we book that holiday. And we just take time away for ourselves. Not everybody does that, but we should. All work and no play and all stress and no relaxation is not good for the mindset or the body. And this card is saying, go on this holiday, and when you do, leave all the cares and the worries and the stress behind you. And when you come back, before you even get back home, tell yourself, this holiday isn't just a break. It's going to be a new beginning. I'm going to set boundaries. And those boundaries are going to be boundaries where I will not allow somebody to take away my peace. I will not allow people to stress me out. If people are coming into my life and causing me stress or worry or anxiety, I'll walk away. And if need be, I will block them because I don't need that stress in my life. I deserve to have a life that is peaceful with less stress and no anxiety. There's no point in going on holiday and then coming back and dealing with all the stress. Go on holiday, leave the stress behind you, and make yourself a promise that when you get back, you're setting firm boundaries. You're going to change things up a bit. And you're going to do what's right for you for a change, not what was right for everybody else. Because up to this point, you've been a people pleaser. You prefer to please somebody than to please yourself sometimes. All right? And you always leave yourself till last, is what I'm hearing. Do you have a mother figure or a grandmother figure in spirit? Because it's a lady coming through and she's very motherly. Okay, that's why I got mother, right? It's your mother that's saying you need this break, right? She says it's long time overdue. Your mum is delighted that you're going on a break. And she says she doesn't know if you're aware of it, but she has been with you every step of the way. She says, I've seen her on the good days and I've seen her cry herself to sleep some nights. Or stressing herself to the point where she can't sleep at nights, right? And she says you need this holiday, and then when you come back on this holiday, you need to tell them all to go and do one. All right? Make this holiday the start of a new beginning, because you deserve it. She says you've done enough to help other people. Now it's time to help you. Only allow people in your life that support you as much as you support them. Don't take on the people that come to you and leave you with all the baggage, and then you never see them again and you're left with all the strain. You don't need that type of people in your life. Have the people that will have your back always. Have the people around you that will see the good in you just as much as you see the good in them. Set those boundaries and make them strong boundaries. Your mum will be with you every step of the way. She always is. She says, a mother's love never dies, it just carries on. And wherever you go, that love that you had with your mum, that continues. It never dies. She always watches over you. She says, pay attention to your dreams, because sometimes she leaves you messages in your dreams. So it might be worthwhile keeping a wee dream journal and writing down the dreams that you remember. A lot of people say that they can't remember their dreams. And there may be one simple reason why. 1, you don't keep a dream journal. 2, you get out of your bed before you think about your dreams and you go about your day. The minute you put your feet on the floor, when we're sleeping, we leave our human brain behind and we go into our spiritual brain, the subconscious. And it's in our subconscious brain that we get all the messages that our angels and our guides and our mums and dads and loved ones in spirit give us. So before you go to sleep at night, say, universe, angels, and my loved ones, help me to remember my dreams when I wake up in the morning. And then go to sleep as you would normally do. Soon as your eyes are open, before you even get out of bed, grab a pen and paper at the side of your bed and write down anything that you can remember from your dream. Even if it doesn't make sense, write it down. Once you've written it down, then you can get out of bed and go on with your day. Most people get out of bed as soon as they wake up and don't even give their dream a thought. And then during the day, they might get little tiny reminders of their dream and think, oh, what did I dream last night? I can't remember the rest of it. Of course you can't. Because as soon as you wake up, you go from your subconscious brain, and as soon as your feet hit the floor, you go into the human brain, and the human brain takes over, and you don't remember anything from the subconscious. So the key to good dream journaling is always write your journal the minute your eyes are open in the morning, and you always remember your dreams. Doesn't matter if it doesn't make sense. Write it down anyway, because sometimes spirit give us our dreams in fragments. Think of it as a chapter of the book. Monday night they might give you chapter 1. Tuesday night they might give you chapter 2, and so on. So you can imagine if you wrote your dream journal on a Monday but forgot about it on the Tuesday and Wednesday and wrote it on the Thursday and Friday, you've already missed 2 chapters of that book, and you might never make sense of the dreams or the messages within them. You'll be surprised that when you get into the practice of doing a dream journal every night, how much information you actually gain from your dreams. It's the best novel that you will ever write yourself, let me tell you. So when you come back from your holidays, consider doing a dream journal. Your second card, what are you running from? Right? Or who are you running from? Maybe you're running from yourself. Is there things from the past that you haven't dealt with that maybe needs to be dealt with? Maybe there is hurt from the past that you're holding on to and you just can't let go because you can't forgive. You may be holding a grudge. How dare they do this to me? How dare they spoil that time at that time in the past? But here's the thing. How do we release it? And how do we learn to forgive and let go of the grudge? Because the more we hold on to it, the more it's going to consume us. And the more we run away from it. And it doesn't matter how far we run, it always keeps catching up with us. We're going to have to reach a point in our life where we have to stop running. And we have to actually face it, deal with it, and walk away from it. Imagine the pain in the past as a pebble in your hand. That pebble is light, doesn't weigh anything. As you go throughout life, that pebble gets heavier the more you carry it. Hello, Anna. Oh, Nana, welcome in. So imagine as you're going on with life and you're holding on to that pain from the past, that pebble now suddenly feels like a stone. And the longer we carry it, that stone now feels like a boulder. And that boulder now feels like a mountain. And eventually it's too heavy and we have to drop it. Can't carry it any further. It's too heavy for us to carry it. So we have no option but to drop it. That's the same with the things that we carry from the past. For holding on too much of the past in our chakras. It weighs us down. And your mum is saying it's now time for you to actually look at that boulder that was once a pebble. Write down all the things from the past that hurt you on a piece of paper. Then on a full moon or a new moon, take that piece of paper with everything written on it and fold it away from you and say, universe, take this away. I don't need it. I'm fed up of carrying it about with me. Then fold it towards you so that it's a quarter fold. Say, universe, bring me only positive friends, positive people, and positive situations in my life. Then take your paper and burn it. Once it's all burnt to ash, you can take those ashes and cast them to the 4 directions. Bury them in your garden to help the plants grow. They do say crap makes the flowers grow better. Or you can take it and flush it down the toilet and imagine all those people that hurt you just getting flushed down into the sewer where they belong, right? And every time those bad memories come back, repeat the process. Write them down, burn it, get rid. And eventually you learn to leave that stone behind. And you learn to forgive them as well. How do we forgive the people that hurt us? Eventually you get to a stage where you say, you know what? Thank you for hurting me. I forgive you for hurting me. Why? Because you taught me a valuable lesson. You taught me the type of person I don't want to be. You also taught me the type of person I don't want in my life. So because you taught me that lesson, I forgive you. I'll never forget the hurt you caused me because that hurt was a lesson. But I forgive you. Now I close the door and I carry on without you. That's how we learn to forgive the past. And we learn to let go of that past by writing it down and burning it. If that makes sense. So when you come back from holiday, or even if you want to clear it out before you go on holiday, write down all the things from the past that hurt you. People's words, people's actions, any trauma, anything like that. Write it down. And then fold it up into paper and then burn it. And cast it. That way you're going on holiday with a clear mindset. You're not taking any baggage on holiday with you. And when you come back from holiday, you're in a positive mindset and you're already set to set boundaries that you're not going to let the past define you. You're going to set boundaries that only positive people will be allowed in your life. And the ones that cause drama or trouble, you're going to dismiss and walk away from. And watch how your life will change for the better. Now we're going to go on to your 3 universal messages from the universe. Let me tell you, these flew out the deck. So let's see why they flew out. When the world feels like it is coming crashing down around you, take that as an opportunity to find yourself and let go of who you thought you were. Not all storms come to destroy your life. Some come to clear your path. Decide that this crisis will be the turning point for what you have been waiting for. Absolutely. Again, not every storm is set to destroy us. Everything that hurt you in the past didn't destroy you. You're still standing, right? You're still here today. It didn't destroy you. It made you stronger. And that's because not all storms are set to destroy us. They're set to take out the garbage of life, right? They are set to clear away all the debris so that the road ahead is clear of any obstacles. So any storms that you go through, don't see them as something destructive. See them, okay, the universe is clearing these people out of my life. If they don't agree with me, or they're causing conflict, or they're causing drama, the universe is telling me, get rid. Because if you don't get rid, your life's never going to change for the better. You need to get rid of the negative ones and embrace the positive ones in order to move forward in a positive mindset. And this is why this holiday is going to be the turning point for you. It's going to release all the negativity. That holiday will make you feel so at peace and so positive, you won't want to go back to all that negativity. In fact, far from it, you'll want to stay as far away from that negativity as you possibly can. Your second card. Wow, look at this. Bigger and better experiences are coming your way because you're clearing out all the stuff that no longer serves. You may not be able to see it, but great things are coming together for you as you read this. Trust the process and let it unfold into divine timing. Move forward, knowing that all is working out in your favor and all is working out just fine. The universe will never give you a situation, a person, or a problem that you can't handle. People come into our lives for a lesson. Some come as a blessing. Some come for a short term. Some stay with us for life. And some just pass us by, and that's okay. Learn from the people that you meet. Every person that comes into your life comes into your life for a reason. Some teachers, the type of people we don't want to be. Some come into our lives because they're a blessing. They come to help. They come to uplift. And they come to make us stronger. And they come in to uplift us and make us feel better about ourselves. That's the people that you need to keep around you. It's not the ones that bring you down. It's the ones that raise you up. And it's those ones that are going to bring in all these new things. They are on their way to you. That's why it's so important before and after this holiday that you leave all the garbage behind. I hope that makes sense for you. Hi, Jen. Welcome in. So, this holiday is well needed. See it as the holiday is a door to new beginnings. When you go on that holiday, you're leaving the past behind you. And when you come back from the holiday, the past is gone and you're looking forward. You've probably already, by this time, removed the people from the past that no longer serve you. And this is new beginnings, new things coming in, new wonderful experiences, new luck, new positivity, and possibly new friends along the way as well, and new acquaintances. I love this card for you because I feel that life has been tough for you, but that long dark tunnel is coming to an end. Just make sure that you clear the deck before that holiday. Oh, welcome in, Leslie. And your third and final card for this mini reading, as if it can't get any better than this. All right. No matter what happens, no matter how far you seem to be away from where you want to be, never stop believing that you will somehow make it. Have an unrelenting belief that things will work out and that the long road has a purpose for you. Absolutely, things are going to work out for you. The universe is letting you know with these 5 cards that it has your back. Your angels and guides are guiding you on the right road. The people that walk out of your life, that's no coincidence. That's the universe clearing them out of your way so that you are able to accept better and more wonderful things to come in. If people want to stay in your life, they will stay. If they don't, let them go. Right? And if you don't want somebody around because they bring you negativity, let them go. Right? Walk away from them, wish them well, and just say, do you know what? I'm done. I wish you well in life and I'm done. And then if it's on social media, block them. Social media friends are the easiest, especially if they betray you or hurt you in some way. You simply wish them well in life and block them and carry on. Remember, this is your life. You live it for you, not for anybody else. Make sure that you're following your dreams and you're following your goals. Because right from here on in, that's all that matters. Everyone has a purpose in this life, including yourself. Sometimes we will never see what that purpose is when we are being pulled down by negative people. So we get rid of the negative ones and we keep the positive ones. And it's those positive ones that are going to bring all this wonderful abundance, all this wonderful blessings and new opportunities coming into your life. And I love that for you. I know the road has felt long and hard, is what I'm hearing. And your mum is letting me know that you've been through so many storms that should have broken you, but it didn't. And that's your inner strength. And you'll need that inner strength now to have the strength to release the people in your life that no longer serve you. Go on holiday, have the most amazing time on holiday. And before you come back home, set those boundaries and set them strong and keep them strong. And watch how your life will turn around for the better in oh so many ways. Now, do you have any yes-no questions? Because you've got 2 yes-no questions too. I love that reading for you. Especially readings that have happy endings like that. Definitely want to see your holiday snaps. Will I have a baby this year? Okay, let's ask. Okay, Reese would like to know, will Reese have a baby in 2026? Will Reese have a baby in 2026? Will Reese be a mum again in 2026? Oh, that's a definite yes. So I do feel before the year is out, there may be a baby. And remember, you can manifest that as well. All right. Let the universe know. Universe, I'm happy with my life, but universe, I would dearly love to be a mum. Universe, I'm grateful for everything I've got in my life, but I so really would like to be a mum. Manifest it. Use those 4 steps of manifestation. Gratitude, positive mindset, visualize it. Visualize yourself actually conceiving that child and having that baby in your arms. And then feel it. How does it feel to have that child in your arms? And repeat that process. Let the universe know the things that you're grateful for, and let the universe know what your heart's desire is. If it's your heart's desire to be a mum, let it know. Say, please grant me the opportunity to be a mum. You're more than welcome. Now you have a second question. What would you like to ask? Yes, you definitely do need to book this holiday. Get it booked. Me and Earth Angel want to see the photos. We definitely want to see the photos. Okay, am I in the wrong with my cousin Shannon? Alrighty. Reese would like to know, is she in the wrong with her cousin Shannon? Is Reese in the wrong with her cousin Shannon? Now, before this answers your question, what does your gut feeling tell you? Does your gut feeling, if you were to ask your heart, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and ask that question into your heart, right? And as you ask that question into your heart, what is the answer that's coming back to your mind? Is it a yes or is it a no? And let's see if the pendulum agrees with your intuition. Okay, so your intuition is already telling you you're not wrong with your cousin. So let's see. Reese would like to know, is she wrong regarding her cousin? Is Reese in the wrong regarding her cousin? Is Reese in the wrong? There you go. Always trust your intuition, Reese. It never lets you down. All right? You're not in the wrong. Now, I'm going to prove that to you by asking, is Reese right about her cousin? Is Reese correct regarding her cousin? Is Reese correct? Is Reese right? There you go. Always, always listen to that gut instinct. Always, always. If you're ever unsure whether you've made the right decision about anything, place your left hand on your heart, take a deep breath in, and then out through the mouth. And then quietly to yourself say, am I right in this decision or am I wrong? And listen to what comes into your head. If you feel anxious or you feel unsettled, it's a wrong. But if you feel absolutely 100% certain that it's the right thing, trust it. It's the right thing. All right? And your mum's saying, will you stop feeling guilty about it? You didn't do anything wrong. You're in the right. On this occasion, you're in the right. So you see, the pendulum agreed with your own intuition, which lets you know the power of your intuition is strong. Always trust it and never ever doubt it. I hope that reading has meaning for you, and I hope it's helped. And yes, you definitely need to book that holiday. No more thinking about it. Book it and go on it. And while you're waiting to go on that holiday, clear the decks of all the people. Write a list of all the people that you have in your life and go through that list one by one and ask yourself this question. Does this person lift me up? Do they make me feel happy? Do they make me feel safe? Do they support me as much as I support them? If the answer is yes, put that name on a different column. Put that in a keep column. Go down your list. Any question that answers no, put it in the reject bin, right? I always say yes column and reject bin, right? Once you've gone through all the people that are in your life, the ones in the reject bin, guess what? Put the lid on that reject bin. You don't need them. And the ones in the yes column, that's the ones that's going to move forward with you. Oh, I love that. You're more than welcome. I'm glad that that has helped. And it's hopefully going to give you a clearer mindset. Sometimes we need a good clean-up of our friends list. I do it at least every month or so. I take a look at my friends list, especially on my online ones. And I always go through the online ones, which people support me and which people don't. And the ones that don't, not going to bother with them. I wish them well in life and they're gone. And I don't give them a second thought. I support the ones that support me and vice versa. And that's how it should be in life. And if everybody did that in life, what a wonderful life it would be. But sadly, not everybody does that. Some people are givers and some people are takers, and some people give and take in equal quantities. It's the ones that give and take in equal quantities. That's the ones you keep by your side, because that's the ones that have got your back every time. Oh, you're more than welcome. Reese, it was lovely having to read for you today, and I'm going to give you a wee follow back as well. Thank you for the follow. Things are going to look better for you. And yes, definitely, we want to see those holiday snaps with a big smile on your face. Things are going to look up. You just need to get rid of all the rejects. Put them in the rejects bin, right? Like the laggy dolls. Pop them in the rejects bins. Remember, the only person in this life that counts is you, right? Your happiness and your life matters. Anything out with that, anything that destroys that, anything that threatens your happiness or threatens you moving up in the world, put it in the reject bin, right? You don't need them. Only keep the ones that are going to help you to rise and to be the best person that you can be. I'm sending you lots of love and light. And I've gave you a wee follow back. What a lovely, lovely reading. Alrighty. Let me see if who we've got in the room, just to make sure I'm not missing any of our super fans. Nope, we're not. And we have gone through our super fans that have joined us tonight. Marianne, you have been sitting and you have been liking and staying with us throughout this entire live. Would you like a little one card reading, honey? For those that have just joined us, if you would like a reading, 2 question and answers is the family heart. The side by side is for 1 card and 1 question and answer. 2 cards and 2 question and answers is the manifest. And the swan is for up to 4 or more cards with 2 questions and answers. Oh, you're more than welcome. Oh, thank you for the hand heart, Rebecca. Sorry. Where did I get Rebecca from? Could anyone take a Rebecca in spirit? Because there's a lady just came into my head just as I was about to say Reese. Does anyone know of a Rebecca in spirit? Just putting it out there. There's a lady just come in just as I was saying Reese's name, and she actually interrupted me by saying Rebecca. So if there's anyone that can take a Rebecca in this live, please let me know. She was also known as Becky. So if anybody can take that, please let us know. If not, don't worry about it. Sometimes spirit come in and shout names for somebody that's maybe been in the room and left. But I'm just putting that name out there for a Rebecca. Hello, Jeng34. Alrighty. Our lovely Marianne. I'm going to give you a wee 1 card because every live you come on, you support by liking and sharing and you ask for nothing in return. I'm going to actually give you a wee 1 card reading. Even though we haven't got to a 50k likes tonight, I think we're almost nearing the end of our live because our live's gone quite quiet. No, we don't want a lion. Thank you very much. Folks, please do not follow that person that's asking for a lion. Usually if people come in asking you if you want a lion, it's usually a scam of some kind. He's gone. Muted. Alrighty. Always be careful of those people, folks. Especially the ones that say, follow me and I'll give you a lion. Yeah, what's the catch? Always look for the catch. Alrighty. Marianne. Messages from the universe. What's the tea? Soul contract. Soul truth. The witch's way home. Or moon card. Thank you for the likes, GMD. Marianne, you still with us? Let me see if I can see her on our list. Yeah, I can still see her on the list. Is she on your list as well, Earth Angel? I can see her on. Marianne, are you still with us? Oh, lovely Marianne. She might have fallen asleep, actually. Marianne. Oh, Marianne, are you still with us, honey bunch? Hi, Jim74, welcome in. For those that have just joined us, if you would like a reading tonight before we close our live, this is the last shout out for the readings tonight. 2 questions and answers is the family heart. The side by side is for 1 card and 1 question and answer. The manifest is for 2 cards and 2 questions and answers. And the swan is for a mini reading of 4 cards or more and 2 questions and answers. That is how you get a reading tonight. Hello, I am MC. So that is the last shout out of the night for a reading, folks. Also, if you're a super fans get 2 cards and 2 questions and answers every time I am live on a Monday, Wednesday and Friday for gift-only readings. And we also give away a free reading at 50k likes. We didn't get to the 50k likes this live, but who knows, we may get to 50k likes on Friday night's readings. But that is how you get a reading this evening. Welcome in, Chicky. Okay, folks, I'm going to call it a night. We have been on the go since 11 p.m. today. So we've been on the go for 4 hours doing some amazing readings. I would like to thank our amazing mod, our lovely Earth Angel up in the box, for doing an amazing job. She welcomes in everybody that comes into the live. She reads out important messages that I miss because I am registered blind. And she just is amazing with everybody. I'm sure you'll agree she does a most wonderful job. And I'm blessed to have her as a friend in my life. I'm grateful for all our mods. We have, in our mod team, we have our lovely Earth Angels. We have TikTok Tea. We also have Mr. Lone Wolf. And we have our lovely Linda, who at the minute is celebrating her birthday over in Lanzarote. She will be back with us not next week, but the week after. So we're hoping that she has an amazing holiday. All right. I'm going to give a last shout out before we go for our Marianne to see if Marianne is still with us or whether she's maybe fell asleep. I think the likelihood is she's maybe fell asleep. Hi, Jess Mullins. Welcome in. Okay, folks. I'm going to call it a night. It's been a busy night. Thank you to everyone who gifted for a reading tonight. We've had some amazing readings. If you did miss your reading tonight, or you've had your reading but you would like to look back on it, if you're a super fan or a mod, you can watch the readings back from tomorrow when I download this entire live onto that super fans group, the Road to Awakening on Facebook. You can also watch my live readings back on my YouTube channel, which is The Wisdom of the Crone. You'll find all my social media links on my website, which is in my bio here on TikTok. Just go to my bio, and underneath all of the information about me, you'll see a link. That is my website link. It's my milkshake link. Click on that link. That will take you into my website, flick to the left and go down to the bottom of the second page on the left, and all my social media links are there. Simply click on the link and it takes you straight to my group, or it takes you straight to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe to that channel on YouTube, it means you'll get a little notification bell to tell you when I have uploaded a live video on there for you with all of the readings that we did tonight. Thank you to everyone who continues to support my lives. It means a lot to me that I can come on here and help everyone. Thank you to our amazing mods. Thank you to all our super fans. And thank you to all the gifters and the likers out there, and for everyone who shared. Every share, every like, every heart me is much appreciated. And it keeps me coming back and helping all you lovely people. I've met some wonderful people tonight. Every time I go live, I seem to meet some amazing people, which is why I love doing what I do. I'm going to send much love and bright blessings to each and every one of you. Have an amazing evening, everyone, and I will be back live on Friday evening, round about 10:30 p.m. with more live gift-only readings. Till then, from me and our lovely Earth Angel, good night, everyone. Love and bright blessings. Good night, our lovely Earth Angel. And thank you for all your hard work tonight.